যদি সবাই ফিরে যায়, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা সবাই ফিরে যায়, যদি গহন পথে যাওয়ার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায়, তবে পথের কাটা তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি আলো না ধরে, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা আলো না ধরে, যদি ঝড় বাদলে আধার রাতে দুয়ার দেয় ঘরে, তবে বজ্রানলে আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা জলরে, আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা জলরে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো রে।
Hi guys, thank you for joining the live stream. Let me know if the audio is coming fine. I think it's coming fine, right? We have Bhupenda with us from Navovimarsh. Hello Bhupenda, অনেক দিন পর।
Yes, yes, after a long time.
আর তুমি কি একখানা করে রেখেছো, আমার স্ক্রিনটা গেছে পুরো ঘেটে। তুমি ওই ভার্টিক্যাল মিয়ে আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে, এটা তো আমি সাইডে দেখতে পাচ্ছি। আর হলো যে ওকে, দ্য আদার থিং ইজ academic man might also join us, so he may or may not, let's see. And Bhupenda and academic man are bhadro social people who sleep in nice Indian time zones. I don't. So we will have a separate discussion with I will have a separate discussion with all of you regarding what are your feedbacks from your locality. Okay, so let's just let these pussies go to sleep first, so we'll take their feedback quickly and let them we'll sing a lullaby for them. So Bhupenda, firstly, what are your estimates of the seat predictions and stuff?
As per ECI rule, তো দেয়া যায় না, but English, yes,
English
has made some. Okay, so you can't give a exact prediction, okay, because ECI has some rules. But yes, there are. So, but 150 to 170 is the range that we can see.
Okay.
But,
okay,
but
academic
positive
man
side would be side would be 160 plus would be 150 is the minimal that they will hit the majority mark anyway. So.
How many are you expecting from the first phase?
About 100 to 120.
Okay. See, the way the election happened in the first phase. Okay. MS কিছু বলছে নাকি? Losing mic. Okay. Academic man, rejoin a few times or restart your laptop, see if that can work. So Bhupenda, I also believed it was very possible and plausible that it will cross 100, simply because of the way the election happened and because of the high turnout. I genuinely believe that the high turnout is not just because of the low denomination because of the SIR. Some of it might be because people are fearful that my name will get cancelled out and stuff in the next elections. But nobody is going to people who did not vote for all this time, none of those people are going to come out and vote just to save TMC. So I believe it can easily go up to 100, 110, etc. The only reason I'm sticking to 80-90 is because Amit Shah himself said 100, 110, 120. So if the main politician guy who has the biggest stakes in this says a number, how can we have faith in that number? He's obviously going to overestimate it, isn't it?
No, correct. The golden words said by people, like famous people, is that you under promise and over deliver. So
yeah, politicians don't do that.
No. With what happened in 2021, it's a learning that they have done. So.
And how much do you expect in the second phase?
Second phase, we already did a program, so I have some rough data. Uh,
Hmm.
it's going to be on 50, 60 around. 50, 60 around.
50-60.
Yes.
And do you agree with Abhishek Tiwari's estimate that 34 are simply gone? BJP can't touch those in the South 24 Parganas.
Y- Almost, let's say 70%. I agree with him.
Hmm.
Whatever seats are there in South 24 Parganas, 70-80% of the seats would go to the TMC because of the demography. 20,
Yeah.
like here and there they might get something, but that they are not actually, see, they are trying to get other TMC alternatives to do good in those areas. That's the
Oh,
BJP plan.
yeah. 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 And how much violence do you expect in the second phase?
There would be more than what we have seen in phase one, that's for
Hmm.
sure.
You, Bhupenda, I had been expecting that there will definitely be violence in the second phase and in these regions, but I expected that to start by now, since it has not happened at all, even until today. So I'm wondering, maybe it's all handled.
See, the correct, we would have see around 50 people died pre-poll, and maybe 100 would die when the polls are happening. That
Yeah, this
was
is not
the
the West
very
Bengal I grew up
common.
in. I'm losing my West Bengal culture because of election commission.
Yeah, and thanks, people have not died. I think one person has died.
One
I
person, one
got
Congress worker got killed in front of his
no,
wife and
no, no,
son.
no, no, no. One BJP worker has died just now.
Huh?
Check X. Yes, check X. I'll
Where?
give you the post. I'll give you the post. Hold on.
Where did it happen?
BJP worker in Nogendro Nath Gari was greeted by Daton Mohanpur.
Eh, Baba.
Just now it's breaking.
Oh,
10:17.
fuck. Acha.
So,
I see.
so that would happen, but thanks to this person, only one BJP worker has died.
Yeah. Yeah. And only one Congress worker has died also because of him, incidentally. So, did you follow any Shuman Chattopadhyay live streams in the last few days? Because he discussed something exclusive that I want to tell the non-Bengalis as well about.
Not a lot of Bengali media. I selectively watch Sanmoy,
Okay.
Sanmada, and a few others, but not specific to Suman Chattopadhyay.
Okay.
But you can
So, Shuman,
enlighten us.
yeah, Shuman Chattopadhyay, since he has been a journalist for so many years and such a credible face, and he has sources everywhere, obviously. So, according to him, Amit Shah held a closed-door meeting with 50 businessmen from Bhawanipur in Novotel 2 days back. And there, some interesting things were said by Amit Shah. Firstly, people were ready to garland him and say that, okay, congratulations on your victory, aap to jeet hi gaye. Amit Shah told them that, see, first of all, I did not come for these things. You don't have to flatter me, kiss my ass, basically. And nor did I come here to feel happy. I came here to tell you all what is at stake. And while discussing that, he said that on national security issues, CPIM is 100 times better than Trinamool. Mamta Banerjee has never cooperated with us for a single bit, for a single day. And anybody who thinks Mamta is fighting for Trinamool or Trinamool workers, they are absolutely wrong. She fights only and only for herself. CPIM never did this. And you have no idea how much of a volcano West Bengal is sitting on. The infiltration that has been facilitated by Trinamool was never facilitated by CPIM. In fact, their infiltration into systems of power was actively prevented by CPIM, which is why the BBK issue, obviously. But that is how CPIM managed it. And so we are sitting on a volcano, and everything in the country is going to get affected if it's not, this sort of a border handling is not stopped, this sort of a national security threat is not prevented. And rest assured that if Bengal falls, the rest of the country is not far behind. It's all going to get affected. So vote accordingly.
Yes. So in a lot of coverage which has happened across social media and others, correct. So like a lot of commentators are mentioning that the kind of security forces, CAPA, have been deployed is actually more than what was deployed in Kashmir at, at the peak of insurgency. Although Kashmir is a very small place, very small valley, but still it was quite significant. So in that context, like I have some here and there inclination that it is very grave, and they are working in the background, because I think 4 or 5 months ago you had Ajit Doval come and go multiple times.
Where?
Kolkata.
God,
You're
fuck.
not following news. Ajit
No.
Doval came to Kolkata twice at least. But Kolkata means West Bengal. Twice.
Yeah.
He held a IB meeting in Kolkata 4 or 5 months ago. The number might be here and there, but maybe that is reported. How many times he came to Kolkata without telling anybody? Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Setai.
and one more thing, about 5,000 people, like IB people, have been recruited freshly for Eastern region.
For the election phase or like for
No,
the
no,
next
no, no,
few
no,
months?
no, 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 no. Like there were fresh recruitment done in IB
Acha.
for Eastern region IB, 5,000, and that was a
Oh,
year. That was a year ago.
yes, yes, yes. I know about that in a different way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I follow these things, so I can connect the dots.
Hmm. And the other thing is, अरे भाई, ओए थाम एक तू. My point is, how much do you agree with Amit Shah
With point by point,
with West Bengal being a volcano, sitting on a volcano?
100, 200%.
Hmm. And this is a question I was going to ask to Academic Man as well, and I'll ask this to you as well, which is the title of my live stream today. Is That's not the title, that's in the thumbnail. All eggs in one basket situation for us right now. And acha, Academic Man is saying can't join. What's going on in his laptop? Do you know what to do, Tech Bro?
He is using MacBook, so ask Tim Cook's Atma.
Okay, Academic Man, I'm sending you the link once again. See if it helps. It's practically the same link, I think. No, there's a plus now.
Safari.
No, there's no plus. It's the same link.
Safari has gone to Amazon.
So Academic Man, I sent you the link twice again. See if any of these new links work. What permission fucked?
No,
Because
that
of
is
some.
MacBook permission. That is a MacBook permission.
তো এতদিন ঢুকলো কি করে?
Maybe there might be some updates from Mac.
Acha, acha. Okay. So Academic Man is going to join us from the private chat apparently. He's saying his prediction is 170 plus because Modi needs Bengal for 2029. So yeah, my point is all eggs in one basket situation for West Bengal. Firstly, tell me in your opinion, is it a fair assessment? And secondly, is it right that we are in such a situation? Because philosophically speaking, broadly, historically speaking, it's never a good situation to have all eggs in one basket. So where are we with this?
Historically, Bengal has done that. Congress, CPM, TMC. So it is historical and Bengali behavior. So you and me are responsible, not Amit Shah or BJP.
Yeah. Academic Man is saying Modi needs the 42 MP seats from Lok Sabha seats from West Bengal. West Bengal will have around 65 seats after delimitation. Acha, delimitation to got cancelled or what's
No.
with that?
It will happen. It will happen with the original formula.
Okay,
what
okay.
was happening was that when you have delimitation, you will have seats given to states as per population. So Vajpayee ji actually deferred that because of South parties protesting, saying this is unfair, we will lose seats and then we will be irrelevant in national politics because of the number of seats UP and Bihar will get. It was deferred for 25 years. 2001, Vajpayee government deferred it for 25 years. So as a compromise, what was done in the recent bill which was introduced, Nari, you have women's reservation bill was there. So it
Hmm.
was linked to delimitation, where there was a clause that 50% seats will be increased across the board. So let's say Tamil
Hmm.
Nadu had 50 seats, they will gain 50 seats. So
Hmm.
in terms of proportionality, it will remain as it was done in 1970s, 71. So in
Hmm.
that case, the the ratios would remain same. Now with original delimitation, the way it was defined in constitution, you will have a disbalance. Like correct, you have in Punjab, in Pakistan, in Pakistan, Punjab is the most populous state and the largest state. So doesn't if somebody wins Punjab, they win the center by default. So the Sindh or other regions are irrelevant politically. To prevent that, it was done, but South parties, for whatever reason they have, they chose to get that bill not passed. So I think there will be a political uproar in 27 when that happens. So they are playing a different kind of game. So it's not politically as bad as it sounds.
Hmm. Okay, Academic Man is adding in the private chat that in 2021, BJP had 303 MPs. In 2026, they have 240. Amit Shah possibly PM after Modi. This is his battle to prove his might. He will need a lot of seats since UP is choked for now. He needs 42 seats. Yeah. Okay. Now, next question is, why are you so confident that Trinamool won't do good? Is it just because of the peaceful elections? So, where will the people who are, let's say, genuinely voting, not the chappa, the genuine voters of TMC, can't they make the majority for TMC?
Okay, so first of all, we have seen unprecedented Hindu vote consolidation.
How do you know?
In my I know that data and other things are there. So we are seeing. So okay, one data is very important. 91%, 93% vote, approximate 92.8, and 0.2% is the postal and home votes. So if you count them all, election commission has mentioned it is 93%. So with SIR, if there was a normal voting pattern, you would get around 85% polling. 85% approximate, but you have 93% polling. And from my sources, whatever people I have talked to and other things, whatever media, other scans I have done, it is unprecedented Hindu vote consolidation. You had software engineers from Bengaluru flying to uh, their districts to go and vote.
Judhajitda
I
came
am
all the
not
way
saying
from Bay Area to vote.
exactly. And if I'm a sane person, so I am thinking that software engineer is coming to vote for BJP, not for TMC. If they vote for
Right, right.
TMC, then I am insane and they are sane. So,
Yeah. They are not going to. But other people who are going to vote for TMC have also been brought in hordes who were not brought in hordes in the previous elections because they had Chappa to rely on. Okay. Because in the flight that I was returning from Hyderabad to Kolkata, I was the only Hindu guy in the entire compartment, or except the air hostesses, of course. And everyone was confused as fuck looking at me because I have Muslim beard and I had Madanteshwari's tika. Everyone was looking at me flabbergasted, but each and every one of them were speaking in Bangladeshi Bengali. Each and every one of them were Muslims. Each and every one of them did not have a luggage. By looking at them, I knew they cannot afford a plane ticket. By their behavior, everyone knew that they could not afford plane tickets. They are absolutely poor people who have been given plane tickets to come quickly, vote, leave, and they are obviously going to vote for TMC. How much do you underestimate that factor?
yeah, I know that data as well. But if you see, not maybe equivalent, but a large number of BJP also done the same thing.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So
That wasn't done by BJP in
in
2021, no? 21 or 24?
no, 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 no,
So
not
until
yet.
21, nobody really brought their voters from other states.
TMC might have, but that I don't have. I don't know exactly. But not BJP.
Hmm.
So that was not done.
Okay.
So
Rishabh
so
is saying, yeah, yeah, go on. Hmm.
Hindu vote consolidation has happened because I do talk to people in Bengal,
Hmm.
even
Hmm.
villages. They give me some information. So
Hmm.
it is the data from the Abhishek Tiwari, correct? I follow him, so he talks
Hmm.
data. He doesn't talk about
Yeah,
vibes and all those things.
vibes, yeah.
So so he's talking data. He data is showing that uh, 50% Hindus voted approximately for BJP in 21, approximate.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now, if 60% vote, 70% vote, or 80% vote, what would be the number in terms of vote share? Because how many seats BJP wins or TMC wins is primarily dependent on this parameter of vote share. So 70% Hindu votes, if they are going to BJP, then BJP is hitting the middle. And from all estimates, it may be 75% of Hindus have voted. That's an arbitrary number, but more enough Hindus have voted for BJP in this election that BJP is going to win with removal of deleted, moved, all fake voters.
Yeah.
So
Now let me. Yeah, go
technically,
on.
you go. So technically and statistically, TMC had a vote share of 46 to 46 something percent. So you can easily cut 5% from that number. So BJP stand when the election was starting in 2026 to 23rd May, TMC would have had around 41% vote share and BJP had 38%. Where their starting point because of the deletion of the voters and clean up of the voter list.
Now
That's the
let me
difference.
underestimate. Let me be negative again and point out to you that see in the first phase, even if BJP gets 110, 120, they would get those 110, 120 seats even if they got 45%, 50% of the votes. And even if they get 80% of the votes in those seats, they are still getting 110, 120. So even if the entire state's voting percentage in favor of BJP increases just because of the first phase elections, the seats might not matter in the end.
No, you are ignoring the women voters. Women voters, the kind of voting percentage, men and women both. So by large numbers, men are going to vote for BJP, and
Right.
92% of men have polled, and majority of them would go to BJP. BJP for men voters. The women voters, surprisingly, this time in 2021, you had two slogans. Uh, Bangla ke Didi Chai, okay, that was a kind of an emotional pull, and Loki Bhanda. These two, like whatever scans I have done in terms of social media and other, okay, the charm of Loki Bhandar and Bangla Didi Ke Chai, that emotional pull, hasn't worked on ground or in social media. You have seen that buzz. So the amount of women vote that TMC got in 2021, that number is not going to be matched.
Yeah.
In that context, I am giving better seats to BJP than TMC.
Shayan Bonik is saying TMC has used hypes to capture votes in South Bengal. I mean, they have done hypes, but the votes have not been cast yet, so we can't really say that they captured the votes. Great insights, by respect from Patliputra, Bihar. Oh, nice. He's probably telling you. Since you are our in-house RSS defender as well, what are their activities like? What are they up to? What Dhurandhar stuff are they doing?
It's already done. So primarily North Bengal, and so whatever was done, it was done on the first phase one. Phase two, there is not a lot that is to be done. Yeah, phase two is BJP doing its politics. So you had ISF, you had Humayun, you had Congress doing their bit to actually reduce. So my hunch is that TMC is going to be below 100 because of real politic done by, in terms of Congress chipping in, maybe CPM, somewhere chipping in, ISF and other people chipping in.
Do you have any specific estimations about where all CPIM is going to win?
No, that I am doing a normal job, so that I know, but it's going to be like below 100. And the politics is clear. If you do the scan and if you follow some authentic sources other there, you can make a good guess.
I think Jadavpur is the most difficult to predict at the moment. All three have, I think, equally good chances to win.
I think Jadavpur would go to CPM most probably.
Okay. Now, the only reason I have a lot of hope from Jadavpur, see, because I did not like the candidates in Taligon Jadavpur, but many other factors came into play, regardless of the candidacy. One is that the woman who is contesting from Jadavpur, she worked on her own sangathan for about 3-4 years. She built it from ground up herself. She was in full planning mode to contest this time. Then what happened is, let's say the cream elite educated middle class who are going to be Bikash Ranjan fanboys, most of them, their kids are not even in Kolkata, and they are not going to come from Bengaluru to vote for CPIM. That's not happening. Their parents are very small in numbers. So if we go just below that economic strata and socioeconomic strata, then the people who are there are devout Hindus who are being carpet bombed in campaigning, or let's say in convincing, by Hindu Jagran Manch. They are insanely active in Jadavpur. So I believe because of this particular group, just because of Hindu Jagran Manch, Jadavpur might be one. Do you have any info on that?
I know about Hindu Jagran Manch. They have a strong presence in that area, but I haven't. I the districts I have information. Districts, not specific to Kolkata, because Kolkata is anyway irrelevant in terms of numbers and
Yeah. Yeah.
how many seats Kolkata have. How many seats Kolkata have?
5,
10,
6,
12
I
something.
guess.
Oh, no, if you put Greater Kolkata, Howrah, and it is 10, 12 something.
Acha.
If you put Howrah and other,
Yeah.
so 10, 12. So
Yeah.
that is irrelevant. Yeah, narrative wise, it has a importance, but not in terms of stats.
Yeah. CPIM never was strong in Kolkata anyway.
Yeah, but you are also bit of Chanakya politics. So as we were discussing prior to joining this podcast, that there is going to be a lot of Operation Lotus happening post 5th May, post 4th May.
Yeah.
So even other parties win here and there, doesn't really hurt
Oh,
BJP that much.
true. Yeah, let's bring that up. The news on the grapevine is that Arup Biswas is in talks with Biplab Deb, and he has it's applied for a position, applied for a job after his party goes jobless on 4th May. So, do you have any inhibitions about these things anymore? That, oh my God, why will we take them, etc.
No, see, real politics. People have to understand that in Dhurandhar, correct? Jamil Jamali says that politics and your ideology or truth, whatever, it has no connection. So when you are doing politics, it is politics, and everything is fair in politics.
Hmm.
People are
And
expecting truth. People are expecting truth, ideology, and all those things in today's political game. Then they are fools. They are living in fool's paradise.
yeah, and this is what I was telling a close friend of mine. That friend who predicted 24 Lok Sabha elections correctly.
Ah.
So he was saying that a lot of his commie friends who are now warming up finally after phase one, since they got the vibe that BJP is winning, now they have opinions on who's going to be the CM pick and stuff. Now they're saying, okay, bro, but why Shubhendu? Why Shubhendu? So he was very pissed off with it, obviously, and I was also telling him that you fuckers, there was no guarantee of Shubhendu being the CM until now. But because you guys never showed support, BJP was listening with intent ears. Is Bengal really bothered about Bhadralok? Is Bengal really bothered about Bhadraloks? They were catering to Bhadraloks day in and day out, in their own ways, not perfectly, because they don't properly know how to cater to. But whatever they know, they were trying to. Shamik Bhattacharya, CPIM, how great CPIM was, Jyoti Basu voted for partition of Bengal, etc. All these were being propagated. Okay, but the support never came. Only crickets. So now you can't have a say whether Shubhendu will be CM or not. Now you have already they were irrelevant numerically. Narrative wise, they made themselves irrelevant as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, but I have a hunch that BJP is again going to give a surprise like Delhi.
Right.
I I have a gut
High
feeling
chances.
that
Yeah.
Subhendu will get a very important
Deputy
cycle
CM,
in
deputy
home
CM,
department.
at least deputy CM.
No, at deputy CM and home department. See,
Absolutely.
Technically and administratively, the home minister is more powerful than prime minister. If people know how state functions and how politics functions, they know that the home department is more powerful than prime minister.
Prime Minister is
So
more looking at the foreign affairs.
exactly. So basically, the government is run by the home minister. So in that
Hmm.
context, if you want law and order, you want Suvendu to be home minister rather than the CM face. CM.
Hmm. Hmm. And since I came back from Chhattisgarh, well, I have massive respect for the not massive. I mean, at least based on whatever I saw, I do have respect for the man. But I interacted with the CM, the finance minister. By the way, guys, if anybody knows the Chhattisgarh finance minister, if Chhattisgarh does some good work in 10 years and he can be not busy with Chhattisgarh, that man has insane potential in national politics, guys. He's the second Sanjeev Sanyal incoming. Okay, insane, guys. Do check out his work and writings and views and stuff, or his
What is
speeches
what
even.
is his
Incredible man.
what is his what is his name?
Can't remember, some generic Bihari Hindu type name, Ajay Kumar, that sort of thing.
But
Naveen
is
Kumar.
Dehati vibe or like Bhadulak vibe or that
Very
spirit
Bhadralok vibe.
vibes?
Just the pronunciation is Dehat coded because he's a
Uh,
North India, but education wise, he's top level. And he used to be the collector for Bastar, did insane stuff that was later adopted by the government on his own when there was no Amit Shah to protect his ass and stuff. Incredible person. Now, yeah, coming back to the point, the vibe I got from the CM was that he was made the CM just because he's a tribal man. He comes from the ST community. Although his credentials were not bad. He was not like Rekha Gupta and stuff. He has been an MP for decades. Okay. But the real man is the deputy CM. And that is an insane guy. That's practically baby Amit Shah. And the that appreciation thing, LED thing I posted, which was gifted to us by the deputy CM. The Hindi that was written there is exactly how he speaks Hindi. Thinks insanely clearly. There's no urban dehati bhashanbazi. Absolutely clear conceptions, comprehension skills, but actions are like Amit Shah. Okay. And I met the man in Digital Democracy Dialogue in Goa as well. There also he had come and he had said the same thing back then in October as well, that we are giving them a deadline up till 31st March. If you want to stay alive, surrender. And then this time also he said the same things. So I absolutely got the vibe that the CM is for show. The real job is being done by the deputy CM. So it makes perfect sense that the same thing would happen in West Bengal as well, that someone would be made CM just for show, that, oh my God, see, we have Rekha Patru as CM or Abhay's mother as CM. And then everything is being handled by Shubhendu. Would you have any problem with such a deal, such an arrangement?
No, I am in a kind of a political bliss, political nirvana. I have crunched politics for last 20 years, reading and talking and doing a lot of things. Now I have attained political nirvana. Okay, so I have no issues with anyone any people doing any kind of thing. If it's good for society, good for nation, that's the only criteria. You do something good for society and good for the nation. It doesn't really matter which political party it is. If that is the case, then I have no issues with that. That is gone. That is to 20-year-old shouting, not 40-year-olds.
Okay, this is a nice point to make. The puppet CM issue. I'll just give my opinion. No, please, you give your opinion first. Do you have a problem with the puppet
Okay.
CM situation?
No. See, that's what I'm saying. Okay? People do not know how the state functions administratively and politically. So Rekha Gupta is a political CM because BJP is banking on women votes for their chances in 2029. So
Yeah.
political parties play politics 10 years ahead of their time.
Yes.
BJP was a urban elite banya party. They have
Yeah.
worked their ass for 20 years to bring in OBC, bringing ST, bringing SC, bringing women voters. It was a
And in West
20-year
Bengal,
plan to move.
BJP is absolutely the proletariat party. Khete khao manusher party BJP. West Bengal.
Exactly. So BJP has worked for 20 years their ass off to build a bigger voter base where they can rely upon. The SC voters, the OBC voter, the women voter are really loyal voters. As a political party, I want them to be my voters. I might not agree with all the policies, but as a political party, they are doing the right thing. So that's what I'm talking about. That the state functions. Amit Shah is more powerful than Narendra Modi administratively, the way the state functions. So if Narendra Modi was the home minister and Amit Shah was prime minister, then you would not. So Amit Shah can do what he has done in Chhattisgarh is because he was a home minister. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you want to get things done, you need the home portfolio. If you want political phase, international phase, national political phase, you need Narendra Modi. That's how politics works. My choice and my ideology doesn't really matter with how the state functions. It doesn't get affected. It's real politics. Real politics.
Okay, Gulshan Colony Park Circus, NIA has reached there apparently. Oh shit.
NIA has
Full
also
clear
reached.
Gulshan.
It has reached also in I think what is it called Chetla.
কি ববিদার বাড়িতে নাকি?
Exactly. Not
সে কি?
exactly. I don't remember, but yes.
When today?
Yes, today. Not today.
What the fuck? Why am I not getting these news? Okay. Yeah, so Lotus Khile Gulshan guys. Oh yeah, Nilanjan is saying aaj Shararat raid hobe 24 Parganas, people stay safe. Okay, the other thing Nilanjan was saying is that he has heard from an RSS Shakha Pramukh that Ratna Abhay's mom will be a law minister. That's not a bad choice really. My point is, guys, that no matter who is the CM, it will be a puppet CM. No one's getting a free hand in West Bengal. That cannot be risked anymore because no one is beyond any suspicion. Amit Shah cannot sleep happily, trusting anybody that he'll definitely stay in the party forever. He'll definitely look after national security. That's not happening. Whoever is the CM, he will be 50% of a puppet CM. You have to admit that at this point because we have fucked the state to this extent. We have all eggs in one basket for that reason. We are going to be happy with a puppet CM for that reason. We are going to have to be happy with a non-Bhadralok CM for the first time for that very reason. Because we have fucked things to that extent, nothing else is going to happen. Okay. The other interesting question came here is
actually, let's digress to your Chhattisgarh experience because
no.
I went to Chhattisgarh.
No. People will get pissed. We can't today. Today it has to be Bengal.
We can take a poll if people want to know about Chhattisgarh. Anyway, we'll do it. We'll do it some other
Yeah,
time.
we'll do a separate Chhattisgarh stream anyway. We'll touch upon Chhattisgarh stuff that's relevant to Bengal anyway. Okay. The other thing is, what do we do if Trinamool wins? You, of course, don't have to do anything. You will chill in South India. What's your advice for us?
If Trinamool wins, there is plan B as well. I wouldn't tell you what the plan B is, but it is also there.
Okay.
As you mentioned,
guys,
as you mentioned in your intro, correct? That Amit Shah has told the businessmen that the state is a volcano about to erupt. So there's also plan B there.
I would be very surprised if I won't be surprised if Trinamool wins. I will be very surprised if Trinamool is in power for the next 5 years. That's, I think, even the worst case scenario is that Trinamool does win, but even then it won't. Yeah, go on.
I can tell you that there is plan A, there is plan B, there is plan C. Every scenario has been chalked out. See, optics are very important. The way you see things. Okay, I have learned a few things which I might not be correct every time. When you see a 6-7 ton armored car roaming in the rural Bengal, that shows the intent of the state. The car, which is the armored, is called correct armored vehicle. The armored vehicle, which is supposed to be there in Kashmir or Chhattisgarh or Northeast, where you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
people shooting each other, literally a
yeah.
disturbed state where people don't know whether they will live tomorrow or not. If those kinds of vehicles are seen in the rural heartland of West Bengal, then you need to understand what the state intends to do.
Hmm.
So
Now, CRPF will be there for 2 months. That
90
is, I
days,
think, 60 days.
60 or 90 days, something, 60 days.
60 days. So that 60 days is a very specific and mysterious number, according to me. I think that's the window for Operation Lotus.
Yeah, so that's what I said, that there is plan A, there is plan B, there is plan C. So all things are being chalked out long ago.
Hmm.
Nothing is left to chance.
Hmm. Dr. S. Dattas, I'm not taking your question on the screen because it's FIR territory. If Trinamool wins, it's death territory. But other than that, you are saying that I want Sanjeev Sanyal as finance minister. Guys, I know you all are saying this because you all are absolutely fans of Sanjeev Sanyal. But I have one question for you guys who say this, because a lot of my viewers, my friends who are all fans of Sanjeev Sanyal, who say this, how can you all not fathom the fact that it's a very, very big step down for him career wise to be a finance minister of a broke fucking state? He would at least need to be chief minister if he has to be involved in West Bengal. How can the chief economic advisor to Narendra Modi for all these years, such a gigantic public profile, historian, economist, how can he be a finance minister under a chief minister who's going to be under Amit Shah? It cannot happen. And Swapan Dasgupta as CM, I don't think so. Maybe as even that might be a surprise. Swapan Dasgupta CM and Shubhendu FM, I mean deputy CM. But Swapan Dasgupta, I think will get. It's just my hunch that culture, education, those ministries might be saved for Swapan Dasgupta. You have any thoughts on Swapan Dasgupta, Bhupenda?
Not Sabadas Gupta. The question is very important. People are not following news or not interpreting news. Ashok Lahiri has been made the vice chairman
Vice
of the
chairman of
planning
Niti Aayog.
commission,
Yeah.
vice chairman of Niti Aayog. So you don't need Sanjeev Sanyal as finance minister in West Bengal, because all the money is going to flow anyway. You don't need.
Hmm. Okay. This
It
one,
means
I just
it
know that
means
he said. Yeah,
yeah.
go on.
Okay, it means that Ashok Lahiri is going to be the de facto finance minister sitting in Delhi if BJP wins.
Yeah, and Ashok Lahiri would not need to be kept in check because Ashok Lahiri believes in the way of economics in with which BJP completely agrees. He's in perfect sync with them, according to me. So
Exactly.
that would work out very much to BJP's comfort, I think. Now, wait, where did this go? Aditya is saying, isn't Swapan Dasgupta fighting BJP election demotion in his career for Swapan Dasgupta?
No,
Not that
no, no,
much.
no, no. He has joined BJP, I think, 15 years ago. I am listening to him like 10 years from now, being a BJP spokesperson or BJP person. So he's in BJP for a long time. Why
Hmm.
that would be a demotion?
Hmm. He's saying because he's a national stature person. Why? But he also wants to contribute and be involved directly, and he'll be a great choice for any ministry. Jash Patel is saying, I have been following this election and I'm shocked the violence is a normal thing. It's not only normal, you have no idea how normal it is. And this is the most peaceful election, absolutely, in the history of West Bengal. Okay. In the history of West Bengal, probably in the history of the Bengal presidency as well. And I have frankly been shocked to see how low IQ a lot of BBKs, elite educated commies can be, because they are criticizing the measures uh, with the help of which the election commission has been able to create this safe situation. This is unbelievable. You can't get on a bike, you can't get alcohol for a day, and therefore you are protesting or you are criticizing the election commission. How, tell me, how else should it have been done according to you, commie? How else could it have been made peaceful? And the interesting little measures like the bike issue, and many such things, which were brahmastras for TMC in manipulating elections. Each and every nook and cranny of those things have been researched, and they have been countered by the election commission. There was no other way to execute this situation in this fucking shithole. Okay, there was no other way. I am all for libertarianism, but protection of life, liberty, and property in West Bengal cannot happen without such heavy crackdowns. That's where we have gotten to. What can we do now? Bhupenda, what do you think is what will be the vision of Shubhendu? How much of Badla? How much of encounters and
uh,
bulldozers and stuff?
uh, there are certain people who are saying that 2 months you have CRPF and CAPF being there is just to protect TMC people. So we have that version as well.
Hmm.
So
This is the
yeah,
question.
but there would be what? Okay, what do you guys think about the immediate instant aftermath in both way? Uh, see,
What happens if Trinamool wins? What happens if BJP wins?
in both ways, there won't be a lot of post-poll violence which we see in 2021 both ways, because that's why we have 2 months. They have kept it as a kind of a buffer. But there will be sporadic violence here and there. But with all the measures being taken, I don't think there will be a lot of, yeah, there will be some violence in pockets where you have a special community being there. But apart from that,
Mhm.
it will be a peaceful election compared to what used to happen in Bengal.
Hmm. And I think that this election is not between Modi and Mamta. This election is between Modi and CIA. Mamta is completely pointless here. Mamta, who was in favor of border and national security and stuff, could not have become such crazy on these issues for no reason. She did come to power with CIA support because Sonia Gandhi. Okay, I should not say that. I'll get sued. I believe my hunch is, and people have said that uh, she came to power with CIA and Congress's help because Congress got fed up with CPIM because of fucking with the nuclear deal and stuff. Out of the blue, Mamta becomes relevant. She was a complete joke until CPIM walked out of the nuclear deal. Since then, she has had CIA's blessings on her. Since then, she has been unfuckwithable because of CIA's blessings. And now that Modi has pissed CIA off enough, okay, they are not going to take USA's side clearly and hard on anything. So the directive to CIA's daughter has been that don't cooperate on anything, don't let any development happen, or else we'll see what happens to you. You'll see what happens to you, and therefore keep the borders open. Do not cooperate on the border issue. It all makes sense if she's CIA's plant, not plant, propped up, co-opted person. Now, uh, therefore, this victory against Mamta is going to be epic for the national security and geopolitics as well. Do you have any thoughts on this particular conspiracy theory of mine?
No, a, a certain percentage has some good solid reasoning to believe that, because we did a program on how Mamta won in 2011. So it is not a conspiracy
Hmm.
theory. You can't find any evidence for a lot of things. You can't go and search for evidence, but you can
Hmm.
connect one plus one into two. So in that
Hmm.
context, and the way things happen in Bangladesh, that's a very
Hmm.
important part. That like your so-called conspiracy theory and what happened in Bangladesh, and how India rescued Sheikh Hasina and kept her in India. If you connect all
Hmm.
those dots, your theories are not conspiracy theories as much as people might like to believe.
Hmm. Uh, Nilanjan is saying Dada CIA fund. Yeah, yeah. That is why I'm saying Trinamool probably won't disappear as well, because they are going to be looking for anti Modi, anti BJP faces and voices. But if they break up, if Arup Bishwas also joins BJP, then they'll have to look for other people, because the Raghav Chadha was a masterstroke. Because I absolutely believe that BJP is absolutely out of dangerous waters now only because Raghav Chadda has been co-opted. Because he was going to accumulate and soak in all the anti-incumbency vibes of all the kids who are becoming voters every day 2014 onwards, and they do not know much history. The ones who do not know much history, who are very, let's say, smitten by Rahul Gandhi's delivery, mannerisms, vibe, physique, and stuff, skin tight T-shirt and stuff. All of them were going to, let's say, coalesce Congress into somehow making Raghav Chadda the face, and he would be not PM at least, but he would be the reason why BJP would be weakened. But it has been a masterstroke because the stuff Raghav Chadda was saying. Again, I of course I'm now finally old enough to not care about those empty, nice sounding promises anymore, because I know the only time anybody in India says genuinely awesome things is if they have nothing to lose and are not going to come to power anytime soon. That was Arvind Kejriwal. Now it's Humayun Kabir. A viewer of mine kept saying that, "Oh, why aren't you covering Humayun Kabir's party JUP's manifesto? Do cover that. There has been such development promises and stuff." I don't believe that shit for 2 seconds. He's not coming to power. That's why he's saying those things. And same with Raghav Chadda. Now, the kids obviously do not know that. I, of course, bought Arvind Kejriwal's Kool-Aid as well when I was a kid. And Raghav Chadda was absolutely on the way to do that. And that has been nuked. And CIA needs another person now. If Mamta loses, Raghav Chadda is their bitch. Now, who does CIA prop up? You have any thoughts on that, Bhupenda?
Let me give you some political forecasting. So you have one nation, one election coming up, and that requires two-thirds majority, a constitutional amendment. And for that, BJP needs a lot of people to make that happen. So Raghav Chadda is one little step in that front. There will be many things happening before 2029, because I think delimitation and one national election might proceed with that in that context. So there would be a lot of other parties who would be doing a lot of shenanigans to hit that number.
Aditya,
Two-thirds.
Aditya, you are actually right. I did not explain myself correctly. I don't mean just CIA. I practically mean deep state, which includes business interests, bureaucrats, significant nation heads, and people behind the scenes, intelligence department officials of all significant countries all around the world, and they have lobbies inside them as well, and they have their lobbies inside all parties here as well. So I do agree with you absolutely. So yes, CIA hedges both sides. But at the moment, there is only one side who is not listening to their demands of supporting them in these wars and stuff, and maybe a bunch of other things that we do not know of. So they need to be taken out according to them. And for that, right now, it's practically Modi versus CIA. It's so. If someone asks me, is Madhu Kishwar's are Madhu Kishwar's accusations correct or not? Do I have an opinion on this? I believe you do not come to power in this world, in any country, in any state, without the consent of the deep state. I refuse to believe that. Nobody, no matter how saintly you think the person is, if he is successful politically in his country or state, he has the blessings of the deep state. It's not going to happen without that. The point is, do you at any point have some patriotic ethics and responsibilities or not? And apparently, it seems Modi does. So he has definitely pissed off a lot of people that who did not think he will piss off. So there lies a huge problem.
Yeah, look at the number. Look at the numbers. 2014, India was 10th in terms of GDP rankings. 2026, it is fourth or technically third. He has done what was required.
This is an interesting point. So, what's the scenario if TMC loses? CPIM and Congress plus ISF, AIMIM, Naxalite left will take charge and replace TMC. Absolutely, they are TMC right now anyway. Basically, CIA, Deep State, China plus Muslim. Yes, exactly. That is the situation going on right now in the country anyway, with much more subtler means. It's going to come out in the open after TMC loses. What's the political scenario in Bengal according to you after TMC, if TMC loses?
If TMC loses, the first priority is to actually defang the opposition, because it's a national security threat. So that's why I said symbolism needs to be understood. That 6-ton armored vehicle is a symbolism of the state. So as you can correct, Operation Lotus will continue for some time. So it's not going to be immediately, but Operation Lotus will continue, and you need to have 15 years of BJP to actually fix the shit which was done by us, by our own methods, to fix all those things.
Abhishek, your answer lies in your question. Why did he not stay in power more than 5 years? And because he also pissed them off with Pokhran. Why didn't Pranab Mukherjee become the PM? Okay, all of those things. Uh, if you, whenever you notice anything insanely surprising career trajectory jump in anybody's career politically, unlike Modi's, like his trajectory makes the most sense, but anybody makes a significant change, which has other broader implications, you see that has to be under the influence of the deep state. Now, yeah, if let's say these parties are out in the open, my hunch is what I'm going to discuss with you. Do you think Modi, or I mean BJP, will prop up Abhishek as the sole opposition face just to use him as the controlled opposition like they use Rahul Gandhi?
That I'm not really sure of, because he has too many dirty fingers.
Because let's not ignore that they can throw both Abhishek and Rahul in jail in 2 minutes. They have enough evidence. Subramaniam Swamy has given them enough stuff with National Herald. They have their own stuff with ED, CBI stuff on Abhishek. Why are they outside? What purpose do they serve other than this?
So, okay, first, I think we had discussed this with our good common friend. Abhishek was outside because if you put that person inside and then he comes out, so it's a moral victory. And there are a lot of other things, like he doing all the shenanigans. Correct? He is saying today something that.
No, by that logic, then Abhishek would be arrested after BJP wins, right? So are you saying that will happen?
No, not about arrested. So the thing is, it's defang. It is see in politics, it is about maintaining relationships. End of the day, you do not like remove somebody your life if you don't like them for whatever reason. So opposition is going to be defanged. How it is defanged? Operation Lotus and a few other things will come. He might keep something. He might have so much money. Some money would be exchanged and he can keep and enjoy your life. Because end of the day, the state matters. One individual, if you let him go, even let's say I'm happy, Abhishek, to go, Vaibhav to go. Okay, go and enjoy your life somewhere else. The state matters more than one individual. So in that context, defang is required. You cannot, as you mentioned, we cannot have another Mamata Banerjee rule for 10 years. That is impossible. Then
the nation can't afford it. Yes.
Nation can't afford it. So in that context, defang will happen. Operation Lotus and other things will happen. And end of the day, there will be some compromise. Politics is not some Durga Puja where you are doing mantra. People need to understand that part. You can't do politics like that in India or anywhere else for that matter. If the party is doing good for nation and society, if the party is doing something for the nation and the society, and you can see it, evaluate it from your end, is it good or bad? I agree with you on Budhate Bhattacharya that he had good intentions. That I have no doubt that he had good intention.
Yeah.
But principally, I am against when somebody tastes blood. Budhate Bhattacharya was a very good. What happened in Muridjhapi, correct? He knew, correct? Budhate Bhattacharya knew that what happened in Muridjhapi and other places. Correct?
Yeah.
But because of his ideology, I disagree with him. That once you like kill a bunch of people and you stay silent for so many years because of politics, then you can't become saint one day just because you build one factory. So that's my principle.
But you were defending realpolitik all this while right now. That he was also doing realpolitik.
No. This is my principle. I am not a politician. I am not a politician. I am doing this.
Okay.
I I am doing this as an individual. That I'm saying. Individually, I do not like
Yes,
that
yes.
thing. That's why I'm not doing politics. Individually, I said okay, he was
Hmm.
working with Modi to do good things. As a
Hmm.
as a communist person, I don't like him. Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to
Yeah.
do. That's
Yeah.
my personal individual choice. So that would be there. So, but I'm happy
Yeah.
doing Raghav Chaddha what he's doing. Let them do. I don't have problem. Anyway, correct, my
Hmm.
individual thing doesn't really matter. But as you
Hmm.
principally stand for libertarianism,
Hmm.
so you would
Yeah.
always want libertarian policies to be adopted by the state, but still
Yeah.
but still you will disagree and criticize Modi's policies, and that's your
Yeah.
right. Same way,
Yeah.
everybody will have the right to have that principle because you are not into active
Yeah.
politics. If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
are there, I were there, then you would have that liberty to do that liberty.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Serious is asking a serious question. Don't you think about talking about Abhishek will make you fall in trouble? Yes, but I've crossed that Rubicon August last year anyway. So if TMC wins, whether I talk about Abhishek or Satyajit Ray, I'm going to be in trouble anyway. All bets are off. August Zero is saying, after West Bengal, I'm very worried about Punjab. Yes. Virasat Punjab and other separatist movements are on rise. Yes. Raghav Chaddha isn't a mass leader. Yes. And this Amritpal Singh will cause long-term problems. Do you have any thoughts on this?
Yes, Punjab is being actively correct. See, Raghav Chadda is Punjab. Raghav Chadda
I
is
see.
Punjab fixing problem.
Right.
So
Yes. Someone is Dante Devil is saying something that also I can't put on the screen. I've not crossed the Rubicon to that extent, but yes, it makes very much sense that okay, exactly what Nitai Paul is saying as well. BJP will need Trinamool alive. BJP will need Abhishek to be the LOP face, I think. Or although if it's a Muslim LOP face, they might have political benefits because of polarization and stuff. If they have a crazy Muslim guy representing and saying kafirs, fuck off, etc. But Trinamool and Abhishek being the face of the opposition makes a lot of sense, and because Abhishek will need money, what's he going to do for the rest of his life? So there's a lot of money in opposition politics as well. He'll be given access to all that
no,
keys to that kingdom as well.
see, there was a number given. 500 crores has been seized, cash.
512, yes. They say seized
500.
112 crores of ganja as well. I did not get the logic of that, bro. Who's going to get stoned and high and go to beat up a BJP worker? Which Trinamool guy is going to get stoned and beat someone up?
No,
They should not have
no,
captured
no,
all that
not
ganja.
no, no, not beat, but sleep. Enjoy. Team Bhat
Yeah.
and that thing works.
Election Commission should have distributed ganja among all Trinamool workers. That would
No,
not require all these vehicles and stuff.
it might be there for the overworked people to give the relaxation.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, go on.
You know,
What point you were
you
going
know
to
what
make
I'm
about
talking
this?
about. No, no,
Yes.
I am saying that see the amount of money, the illicit money which is there in West Bengal,
Yeah,
512 crore has been
500
seized.
crores. Fuck, 30 crore
So,
just cash.
so you are looking at like
Sorry.
10 times the amount which were. Hmm.
I need to interrupt you once more just to hammer it into people's heads how much of a significant surgical strike this particular thing was. This particular 500 crores was all going to be spent by Trinamool to win the election. Their personal purse, kitty bag, piggy bank has been absolutely demolished by election commission. This is an insanely significant surgical strike. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so like 10 times would have been spent. That's a fraction of the figure. So you are looking at how much money is spent by BJP and how much money is spent by TMC, and that money. So let's say 5,000 crores is spent by TMC. It means they have at least 25,000 crores in illicit money that they have right now. So you
Hmm.
are looking at, so that's what I'm saying, that you need to defang, correct, that
Hmm.
illicit syndicate which runs West Bengal, literally. You
Hmm.
have to
Hmm.
break it, or else there cannot be any development of any kind in the state.
Hmm. Hmm.
So see defang. So if the defang requires the Bhaipo to be there as as the opposition leader, they will accept it. Keep that money
Hmm.
and be there. That's it. The deal will be
Hmm.
anyway done, because we know how much Bhaipo has. So Bhaipo will be
Hmm.
say, okay, I will be there. Let me keep my money. That's it.
Hmm. Right. Yeah, yeah. That makes the most sense. Okay, before we take the opinion on the screen, I'll just point out one thing that has been pointed out very ably by HKPA subscribe. Yeah, this did not come to my mind. Yes, that ganja would have been used to put false cases on BJP. That would be used to plant things on people. Yes, that's why that was seized.
That's
Right. What an audience we have. Nice. Okay. What do you think of this opinion? TMC 145 to 167, BJP 142 to 120 makes very much sense to me. Left altogether three. Do you trust these numbers? I absolutely agree with these
this
numbers.
this is phase one, phase two, correct? What is?
Yeah, yeah, including both. Yeah.
Yeah, phase one. No, it doesn't make sense to me. But
Okay.
see,
You think the opposite, right?
yeah,
Or you think Trinamool will go under 100?
no, Trinamool will go under 100.
Hmm.
Trinamool is
Okay.
definitely going under 100.
Hmm. Claudius Alexander is asking how many seats will CPIM get?
Two maximum, two is max.
Absolutely. Yes. I also think two max. Um, no, let me say three max. Panihati, Uttarpara, and Jadavpur. These three, I think CPIM has good chances in. Okay, Nilanjan is saying two seats
Kolyan
in
Banerjee,
Murshidabad.
CPM.
Yes, because I have heard from CPIM supporters and workers that they are insanely hopeful about Murshidabad for some reason. I did not give any bow to that, but now since even Nilanjan, even our viewer is saying so, I think I have to take this seriously. Dome call, right? Yes, yes. I've heard it from CPM supporters that they are getting dome call. Although they are saying they'll get 15 seats, but anyway. Mm. Native Buiragato is saying TMC is not going under 100 in my opinion, maybe 110, 120. Okay.
Okay, wait. See,
Yeah,
put
go
that
on.
number.
Yeah.
Even let's take example. TMC gets 120. How long it will be 120?
Yeah, it will be 80 by
How
the
long
next
it
day.
will be one?
Okay. There was an interesting question here. Joy Bishash. What a cute bro. He's asking, what are the chances of horse trading? How much percent do you want? We can't go above 100% mathematically speaking, but if it was possible, that would be the number. This is going to be the biggest, most epic horse trade of all time. Panihati Kolotan vote কাটলে TMC, yeah, female voter is with BJP. I I do think the game that CPIM played yesterday does matter. Um, Baranakate TMC. Yeah. West Bengal elections analysis by College Street, Kolkata. Dada, I'm going to rewatch this entire live stream since I missed it. Thank you. We are still going on. You have not really missed it. Okay, guys, tell me your predictions from your regions. Mention your constituency or even district, please. Okay. Give us estimates from these specific places so that we can do a ground survey sitting in our AC rooms where we are elite and privileged and we do not know anything about the ground.
I
Okay.
don't have AC.
Because you are on the ground, you are the RSS guy here. What game did CPIM play? Rishabh, yes. You have to therefore give it to CPIM Rishabh how successful they were at it. Even this is the point of ideology after all. This is the problem with ideology. This is also the good thing about ideology that the loyalty that they attract from their folks helps them achieve these things even today without any money, without any MLA seats, without any ground sangathan support, etc. All the things that people criticize BJP for not having, CPM has none of that as well, and yet they absolutely demolished BJP with this insanity, which is Abhaya's mom was campaigning in her constituency. A random Toto carrying a bunch of CPIM flags and doing some CPIM bhashan was passing by. Abhay's mom gets a little worked up and points to them and says, Ami dhikkar janai eder. Just said dhikkar. Okay. After that, we do not know what happened. Camera stopped right there. A few hours later, CPIM says Abhay's mom was instigating violence. She called for violence. She set the dogs, BJP dogs, on them, and because of that, a father and young daughter got beaten up. The problem is, firstly, she did not instigate it. She said dhikkar. Secondly, a lot of people after who are getting this counter now, at least from me, that it was just a dhikkar, bro. How the fuck was that instigation of violence? They are saying no, but they still got triggered. It's not anybody's father's road, etc. Yes, they also could have shouted धिक्कार to you, ma'am, same to you. ये बोल के चले जा सकते थे. धिक्कार से कौन सा वायलेंस हो जाता है भोसड़ी के, और होता है भी है तो वो धिक्कार बोलने वाले का क्या गलती है. Secondly, the father and daughter who got beaten up, I did not see a single scratch or even crease or crumpleness in their hair, face, clothes. Thirdly, zero footage of the incident. Zero cameras were on when this attack was going on. So they passed by that very crowded place, immediately went into a blind alley where nobody was there, and out of the blue, BJP fat uncles came and did a guerrilla blitzkrieg attack on them. So they did not get time to record it. Nobody around them also got the time to record it. So we are supposed to believe this. But there was one channel, Bengali channel footage, probably from News 18 Bangla, who played that on loop, and it went viral on Facebook. Nobody heard what Abha's mom was saying, because the first half of that clip only had the audio of the news narrator, news anchor, alleging that she did these things. And everyone jumped to this because commies are anyway pissed off with her for joining BJP. They just got the nudge to go full anti-Abhaya's mom today. And they have now concluded that she has stooped so low that she is instigating people against CPIM voters. What will happen if she comes to power? If BJP comes to power, see, this is the game. The writing is on the wall. BJP is going to do the exact same evil things that Trinamool is doing, based on a complete lie. And this game has been won by CPIM. It may not matter in the elections because those Bhadrolok Bhalokaku voters are not that high in number. But a lot of those votes were going to come to BJP simply because of spite against Trinamool. They are not coming anymore, unless it's maybe somehow countered by tomorrow. Let's see. Shubhendu bolche TMC councillor fake finger. Yes. Today Shubhendu has alleged that fake fingers have been bought to put that. My prediction is BJP 110, 115. Yeah, makes sense. Pakura Purulia, TMC will get 0 seats. Is that so? AJ, ground connection, bro. Bhupenda, do you think TMC will get 0 seats in Bakura and Purulia?
No. They will get some seats. They are getting seats.
Okay.
It is not. Yeah, Hooghly, they are quite weak. So there are a few places like North Bengal, they might get wiped out. North Bengal, North Bengal, Hooghly, Nodia, they might not do as good they have done. North Bengal is certainly it's very pissed off. The Mothua belt also might. The Mothua belt also is now solidly behind BJP. So the Bonga area, not that.
So you're not taking the Mothua anger seriously at all, if at all there is any significant Mothua anger and stuff.
No.
Okay.
I think BJP has added 7 lakh votes added by Form 6. A lot of them are Mothua.
Okay.
Form 6. 7 lakh votes.
Okay. Yeah. Bongadian is saying from South Howrah, he's sure as fuck TMC will win. BJP guy didn't even campaign properly. Heard from a TMC cadre today that they are very confident that they would. TMC cadre is confident everywhere, except the guys at the top. Everyone at the bottom is very confident. The point is, if the BJP guy did not campaign there properly, it might have been donated to them by BJP in return for something. Bongadian, you as someone from South Howrah, could you point us towards something which hints towards what they might have gotten in return for gifting South Howrah to TMC? It might be in the region. Can you think of something like that? বান্ডওয়ানটা পাচ্ছে পুরুলিয়াতে বিজেপি, right? Okay. Cholesterol is 110, 115 in total or second phase? I think it can happen total as well. There's a high chance of that. The only thing I would be surprised by is if Trinamool wins and stays in power for 5 years. They can still very much win, I believe, but they cannot have enough seats to stay in power for 5 years. Alapan is saying all seats in Purulia to BJP. I can vouch for that. Holy shit. Arindam is asking Dagada Jagat Vallabhpur. Bro, I'm so elite and BBK adjacent that I don't even know a place called Jagat Vallabhpur exists in West Bengal. Where is it? Tell me something about it. I'm so far removed. I'm so out of touch. Rishabh is saying in Kolkata, Bhawanipur, Chorongi, Maniktola, Jorashako is a strong fight. Maybe also in Jadavpur, Rajbihari, Saban Das Gupta has been campaigning silently but effectively. Incidentally, I disagree with Rishabh very much here. I believe Bhawanipur is guaranteed for BJP. So is Maniktola, Jorashako. Rajbihari, I'd be kind of surprised if Saban Das Gupta does not win there. Jadavpur, very high chances. But I'm not bothered about
but
Bhawanipur. I think that's guaranteed. Go on.
Raj Bihari, whatever I had spoken to Pinakida, I think in last podcast we did with Pinakida.
Yeah.
Sapanda might not make it because the other candidate is quite strong in that area. Whatever he had.
Yeah.
Like
He
he's also
is.
BBK in.
ও আবার বিবিকে কবে হলো?
মানে ভদ্রলোক।
ও বিবিকে না। না। পাতি তৃণমূল, কানে চুল লাল চুল ওইসব, কানে দুল লাল চুল। তার একটু বেটার ভার্সন।
আচ্ছা।
His glorified কানে দুল লাল চুল। Yeah, even Retro is adding. Retrowave, what are your estimates? Retrowave keeps estimating that BJP is not crossing 50. His estimates still stick there. If the situation arises that only Retrowave was right, he is going to get a high position in IPAC or Trinamool Congress. So I hope Retrowave can save all of us by making a phone call to Abhishek after BJP sticks to 50. Okay. Alapan is saying my Bakura friend said that Yogi speech crowd almost guaranteed most seats in Bakura. Lavanya is saying how many for Congress claim other independents under 10 or more? 10 at least, I think. Ashkaj Neeraj lives in the ivory towers of Kolkata. There aren't any, but yes, it's see, like just like everyone is beautiful in their own way. My house is ivory tower in my own way. Yeah, go on.
The Motua comment. Take the Motua comment. That's important. Motua comment.
Where is it? By whom?
I think I don't get this. This is
Found
by
it. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that has happened, but it is also true that a lot of Motua votes have been added in Form 6 with the help of BJP, and TMC would delete them. Correct? So, there is no surprise that TMC people would be doing those next. But BJP has worked their ass off to get that name back. A lot of have been added even in the first phase, they were added. So both are true. It is not that BJP has not helped them to get their names added and other help.
RMA checks. Bengalis don't have the Kumar surname. Okay. User is saying, okay, this though you just took. Yeah, wait. Someone was asking Bengali cuisines to celebrate with. What are some famous Bengali cuisines to eat for celebration? Also, can I meet you sometime if I visit Kolkata, Bengal? Yes. Mail me somewhere. We can think of a great gathering. If, of course, Retrowave is wrong heavily, only then. If Retrowave is right, I'm not meeting anybody in the next 20 years. Maybe I won't exist to meet anybody in 20 years. Holy shit. But anyway, Bengali cuisines to celebrate. The only cuisines I can think of to celebrate is Brocode and Rio. And just today, a friend was saying that are you going to treat us to mutton biryani and stuff if BJP wins? I said no, Brocode and Rio. She said, no, you must. It's such a significant situation for you, etc. So I'm not going to repeat it in Hindi or English. Whoever understands Bengali, I'll just tell them. I said, Amit Shah babar biye lega amar na. So I am not going to feed you mutton biryani, but bro code is on the table. So Bhupenda, you suggest to Shruti what she can eat as a Bengali victory and celebration for Bengali food.
I have turned a very healthy food person, so I would say shukto.
Hmm.
Shukto is the Shukto is the best healthy Bengali dish you will ever eat. It's a confluence of Portuguese and Bengali cuisine.
Oh,
You will get
acha.
a continental vibes. Yeah, Shukto is not
Holy shit.
exactly Bengal. So
Sai.
Shukto is something you can try. I think Shukto পুরোটা বাঙালি নয়, not
Oh, it's such a, I mean,
un-Bengali
annoying
kind of dish.
food. Why
Un-Bengali
are then
kind of
Bengalis
dish.
so obsessed about this non fun food?
No, it is Bengali, but
Shuk to
it's a
kaise?
kind of fusion. Shukto.
I see. Yeah, old monk se yaad aaya. Another another friend called me up yesterday just to tell me that, and he's a very studious guy. He's very serious. He's absolutely BBK. He is actually in the BBK cast as well. And he was telling me that ভাই বিজেপি জিতলে এত মদ খাবো এত মদ খাবো he was saying that I'll empty every liquor store around my house if BJP wins. So you see, in a way, Amit Shah making sure BJP wins is going to make a dream come true for Mamata Banerjee as well, because she wanted us to be drunk and addicted to cigarettes so that we can pay for her Lokhir Bhandar. So der aaye durust aaye. Hum sab alcoholic bane, but because she left, not because for her, we became alcoholics after her. This is like Buddhadev Bhattacharya getting defeated right before Narendra Modi becomes the PM. Just একটুর জন্য যুগ মুহূর্তটা এলো না, थोड़े के लिए मिस हो गया. It's that situation all over again. Stormless is saying if let's meet if BJP wins. Also that age রাম পরে বামের গল্পটা রামেই আটকায়. Yes. Drunk in khushi or gham. Okay, now it's summer, so we are drunk with gham as well. But yes, if BJP wins, there's going to be one day of a lot of drinking. Day 2 onwards, I'll be bothered about having a significant non-Dehati voice in that ecosystem, making the best of the CSK Vanguard project, and ask around to the significant people I know, what is the roadmap to finally having a Bengali lobby, a pro-West Bengal lobby in Delhi? Because now we need that. And now is the time that's most ripe for that, because we have Ashok Lahiri there, Sanjeev Sanyal there, and we are going to offer 42 to 65 seats to BJP in 2029. Now is the time to ask for anything we want, because we need a lot of stuff now. And Bengali lobby that's time tested. That's not dependent on BJP. So I'll be asking around and finding out how to have that lobby, whose connections are so strong, who build man-to-man connections to such an extent that even when BJP goes out of power, they'll still be respected. I'll try to replicate I'll try to find out how the Tamil Nadu model can be replicated in Delhi. I'm not going to be the one doing it, of course, but I'll try to find out and push people to doing that. Bhupenda, what are your plans if BJP wins?
My plan, I am in far away from Bengal and probably be here for some time, depends on. My plan is to actually connect with the local right-wing ecosystem here to actually convey the core problems of eastern region and West Bengal specifically, because most people outside West Bengal do not know what West Bengal politically, socially,
Yeah.
and otherwise. So
Yeah.
I will try personally in whatever way possible to convey that these are the issues which needs to be dealt with. I'm going to meet a few people very soon, significant people in the right
Shayantan,
ecosystem.
yeah, okay. Shayantan, the
Yeah.
problem I ran into with this Kalbhairavashtakam project is that since it's a so broadcast state, I could not find actors and actresses who would be ready to train in the martial arts I required them to train in for 2-3 months, and below at least 1 or 2 months of training, I'm not going to shoot that horse shit for such a significant project. So my initial plan was that I'll connect with the influencers I know in Maharashtra. My second plan today, which is right now my plan A, is that I'll get in touch with the Chhattisgarh government as well, because they are looking to do a bunch of stuff. They want tribal involvement, locals involvement in all sorts of art and culture and stuff. So I'll probably do it, basing it in Chhattisgarh, and I'll only involve people of Chhattisgarh and the tribals of Chhattisgarh in the video, because I'm not going to be able to pay someone to go to martial arts training. It's not that kind of a budget. So I'm not finding anybody who's ready to uh, go for training for martial arts even like 2-3 days a week, leaving aside other jobs, because the work crunch situation is that high. But since a lot of stuff in Chhattisgarh is state funded, I mean, everything is state funded, everything is police run in Chhattisgarh. They handle all the nice things and the rehabilitation things absolutely through the police, because they are also not taking any risks further, that okay, let's give them a bit of free hand and maybe you'll run it well. Not fucking, no fucking way, because a huge majority of the rehabilitated former Naxalites, I got the vibe, are still ready to go back, because the ideology is that strong. The magnetism, the attraction of that ideology is that strong, because it's the most baseline, cheapest, easiest emotion based call to emotion ideology that you can ever think of. You don't need an ounce of IQ to believe in that ideology. So if highly educated BBKs today are dumb enough to say that the election commission has been too harsh in running this election, if they can even today vote for CPIM, which is absolutely contributing to TMC's victory, how do I expect tribals of Chhattisgarh to be more intelligent than that? So if push doesn't even have to comes to shove, push comes to shove, they're going to become Maoists again. So the Chhattisgarh government is absolutely handling this closely and tightly and making sure that they make a career transition. So I'm hoping I'll get a lot of support from there. And besides, those guys do not need martial arts training. The best thing I liked about the Chhattisgarh tribals, and the key difference I saw between Chhattisgarh tribals and Bengal tribals, is that Bengal tribals, I think, have had to integrate, and in a very topsy-turvy way. So they are not very sure whether to be proud of their tribal identity or to integrate. They get a lot of state funding to save their culture and stuff. But on the other hand, every time you see them perform their tribal dances and songs and stuff, you'll feel like running away from that place, because they are so annoyed and so bored in doing that dance and doing that singing. Everyone is besura. In Chhattisgarh, the tribals were absolutely overjoyed performing in any spot for us. Okay, they genuinely seemed like they are having a nice time performing that stuff. Okay, so and their clothes are awesome. They have that horns thing on their head, which is a very Viking vibe. If I get all of that captured for a Kal Bhairav Ashtakam shoot, is going to be insane. And after coming back from Chhattisgarh, I actually checked out the song, the lyrics, the translation of that song, Baila Dila / Jadu Bastar, of whose live performance I had posted. That song has completely taken over Chhattisgarh right now, because it's sort of their song now. Finally, a song that talks about us, and in a modern way. It's a beautiful alt rock, pop rock composition fused with proper pure tribal folk. Now, the first 4 lines of that song is, Danteshwari is my mother, Bhairav is my father. Even though I did not see a single Bhairav temple, and no one even mentioned it, but this is where Rajarshi Nandi is so right. You see, Bhupenda, even that Bhairav used to be that common. He just became uncommon later on. Out of the blue, I mean, there's no mention of Bhairav or Kal Bhairav anywhere in Chhattisgarh. And that song starts with the line, Danteshwari is my mother, Bhairav is my father, the Dantewada forest is my brother, and Indravati is my sister, and I, as a young tribal boy from Bastar, welcome you. What beautiful lines. So I'm hoping to achieve great things with that place, and hopefully we can have a counter to Tollygunj from there only, because intelligence levels are practically the same right now. So let's see. Maybe we can end Tollywood completely. Tenohika Manza is saying magnetism ki ache bal Naxal there. Bro, the same magnetism that any commie in your batch has for soft Naxalism. The soft Naxalism is that गरीबों के लिए कुछ करना है, गरीबों को खाने को नहीं मिल रहा है, हम क्या टेस्ला की बात कर रहे हैं, etc. एंड उनके लिए है कि हम गरीब काहे हैं भोसरी का, अभी गोली खाएगा. That's a pretty nice magnetism to have. Okay, Chhattisgarh sounds interesting. It sounds interesting, but it's not going to be fun. But the people are really nice. And go there in monsoon. The government is trying really hard to attract people. I would not say do not go. But all I'm saying is do not take my opinions of Chhattisgarh on face value, because the comfort with which I toured Chhattisgarh, you all are not going to. I was in a convoy run by 3 CRPF vans and police, IG, everyone traveling with us. Everywhere we go, the collector is traveling with us. Our van has a sign saying VVIP duty, Mukhyamantri press vibhag and something like that. We did not stand in a single traffic jam or signal for a moment. And especially because I was sitting in the front seat of the bus, so I was looking at a giant screen of beauty in front of me. Even the person sitting in front of a window was probably not having that great a time, because they are looking at like this to the window, and there are only trees and trees and trees. I'm looking at beautiful things, so my time was the most fun in that entire group. But it's a very sad state of affairs what has happened there, and they are genuinely trying very hard to get out of it. So even if you think of it like this, that you are going to contribute to a devastated society's fight to rise up again, to contribute to that project, maybe you should go. And do not expect Goa-like facilities there. That's all I'm saying. Know that you are going to face a screw up there, a miscommunication here. Like we stayed at a five-star hotel in Raipur. First of all, Raipur is their sort of crown in the jewel. I mean, yeah, jewel in the crown. And they bring out former Naxalites to tour around Raipur, to show them the epitome of civilization. And Raipur is a tier 2, tier 3 town, even in West Bengal. Okay. They bring guys like former Naxalites who have only heard of a TV or even never have heard of a TV. They are the guys touring Raipur. Okay. So the 5-star hotel, the design was practically like Novotel Goa, but there were like spots on the here and there on the curtains and stuff. Not everything was very 5-star-y, okay? And I expect that out of them, because you need an ecosystem for these things. You need a know-how and knowledge of best practices of how to achieve these things, how to achieve a 5-star facility and stuff. So just treat them with kid gloves. Think of them as your young brother who's a recovering alcoholic but is genuinely trying to recover, and help them through this process. That's all I'm saying. As a patriot, help Chhattisgarh recover. Shruti is saying, how much did... Yeah, go ahead.
One question related to BJP itself and also elections. So, like, why do you think the right-wing ecosystem is quoting people, influencers? Have they learned something, or is it something like what is inside? I am not understanding why they are doing this, because it's a very infancy. Like that ecosystem is nothing compared to what we have on the other side. What do
I
you
have
think, why
a
they are
number
doing
for
this?
you. 240.
240. Oh, okay. 240. So,
Yes.
but you guys are not that significant to actually change that number. Like, do you think
I'm
that you
not,
have
because
that
I have
kind of
16,000 subscribers. I am the oldest and the least popular guy in that group. Everyone else, like a great friend I made this time around. I met him in the in the toilet of Novotel in Goa as well, but I did not get introduced to him properly. Vishal Prasad. His handle is called Factogram on Instagram. He has 13 million subscribers. Insanely great guy to hang out with. So that's the kind of influencers that came both to Goa as well as here. Okay. So if they start influencing, people are going to get influenced as fuck.
And now I can connect the dots, because before that happened, I had few other information. So now it connects. that time I did not take any notice of what was happening. So now I can connect it. I can't. Okay, now I get the data.
Yeah. And the other thing was that just yesterday, Shuman Chattopadhyay made a video describing exactly what we have been talking about from our channel for about 2 years about Brahmin Bhojan. Shuman Chattopadhyay talked about exactly that, saying that, yes, intellectuals always cozy up to the government, both need each other and stuff. So, like I told you when we were doing the podcast with Mohini in Coimbatore, that BJP is the first ruling power in the history of mankind who has not done Brahmin Bhojan. Now they're doing it. And since BJP is the modernizing force in Indian politics, according to Salvatore Babones, they have jumped the gun and are doing bhojan of the future Brahmins who are not considered Brahmins today. They are the budding Brahmins. सीधा उन तक पहुंच गए हैं. And this is absolutely going to work out. Okay, we will take some again questions and points from here. Shantan is saying, but only with a new elected BJP will be two. Okay, one, but okay, this is a different conversation. Yeah, Banganin is saying South Howrah is literally Liari gang. What's happened constantly? People get shot randomly. Probably house. That's the thing to exchange for BJP to show how close to Pakistan the city is. Acha, what they were doing with West Bengal until now. Excuse me. Maybe youth are watching Sanjeev Sanyal and College Street, Kolkata. They are a lot less in numbers for me, obviously. Let's see. Ambikash Mahapatra, another talk, say, who gave, and yeah. Yeah, people should buy retirement homes in Chhattisgarh. Bhai, that should happen ideally if they can just maintain the Brahmin Bhojan of people who are required to help Chhattisgarh. If they properly prevent further Naxalism, Chhattisgarh is the place to be because of the sheer rise in development. Absolutely. Press 1 if you think Kolkata and Bengal can regain 50% of its peak glory. Lavanya, peak glory has to be seen in context to the rest of the country. When Bengal was at its peak glory, it was the peakest glory in the entire country. And I don't think we can be the peakest glory in the entire country anytime soon because the others have left us too far behind. Goa, Pune, Maharashtra, Hyderabad are 30 years ahead of Bengal. So I don't see how we are going to get to peak glory of 50, even 50%.
Okay,
We will be.
One more.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, one more thing. One more thing. The education system in Bengal is right now in shatters. So you need 18 years, 20 years of a generation to get properly educated. Then only you can think of hitting any food. So
Yes. And that's the sector where I'm least hopeful about because government colleges don't work. It has the last time it worked was for different purposes because it was being run by an imperialist government who needed employees for themselves, etc. The moment it became charity for गरीब लोगों का भला करते हैं free school बना के तब से उसके लौड़े लगे हैं. That cannot change. No BJP state is running great government schools. So it's not going to run great government school out of the blue in West Bengal as well. Private schools in West Bengal have...
No.
Yeah, go on.
You have these Shri schools, which is funded by central government. They are called Shri.
What schools?
Shri schools. Exact name I don't get it because there is a conference happening in the university where I'm here. So it's a central government funded where every district gets a model school funded by central government. Every district.
Bhupendra, the reason I'm skeptic is because the teachers you are going to hire, let's say you give insane funding, okay? You make a palace, call it a school and give them 20 lakh salary. But then you'll need every teacher from outside the state. Because the teachers who are going to teach in these schools are products of bad schools themselves.
No, that is why I'm saying Bengal needs minimum 15 years of good education.
Right.
And that is not happening.
Yes.
That is not happening. So
yes.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
yes.
It is 30 years of horizon. You can see something happening. Not now.
Dipan is saying what I also believe Kolatan is winning, but commies have tarnished. Yeah, it was a complete lie, but they succeeded at it. That's the thing with ideology. Um, Dante is saying, how can you say that now they are doing it? You yourself are one such Brahmin, if so. No, I'm Brahmin adjacent even in that sense, but because I do not have that much of an influence, they are doing it. At least, let's say, some governments, at least the ones who are collaborating with Rambhaul Malgi Prabodhini, they have understood it. Malgi Prabodhini is kind of pretty much funded by the Goa government and Maharashtra government, and they are the ones who handle these digital democracy dialogues and stuff. So Rambhaul Malgi Prabodhini gets it, Goa government gets it, Maharashtra government gets it, now Chhattisgarh government gets it. So even if you say that, yeah, Modi Amit Shah don't get it, Mohani Yadav doesn't get it, fair enough. Some people in that ecosystem have begun to get it. That's all I'm saying. And that's a significant development. Nitai Paul is saying, meanwhile, Naxalbari যেখান থেকে Naxalism জন্মে যখন in Naxalbari, BJP is whitewashing everyone else. The BJP booth level agent in my area is saying not to apply in CA to deleted voters. It could lead them to travel. Yeah. Why? একই তার কাটা ব্যাপার। দাদা মোহিনীদের সাথে ডিবেটের পার্ট ওয়েল she doesn't speak to me anymore. কে রাজু আচ্ছা maybe BJP top leadership keep a watch on channel. Not top leadership, but I mean nice people do check out my channel. But they didn't come to this idea because of me. I mean, it just happened that we were talking about it anyway, and we realized that, oh, okay, they also had realized it parallelly, and they are also planning to do it anyway. Dipan is saying, Kal vote as Bengali Hindu place. Okay, let's see more comments. A famous BJP minister who's running the election this time said, CPIM abhi bhi zinda hai aur rahega, magar BJP ke andar. वही तो problem है. Dipan Dasgupta, I believe Kolatan has a huge chance of winning now. Because Panihati is very middle class, poor BBK. And if they are pissed off enough with that misinformation campaign, if the counter campaign did not reach them, then definitely Kolatan is winning. A famous BJP minister who's running the election this time said, oh yeah. Guys, ये famous BJP minister से याद है. Bhupenda, what do you think of a state CM in whose state elections are also going on, whose results are also going to be declared on 4th May, is campaigning in a different state? What is so many historically insane things are happening in this election cycle in West Bengal? Unbelievable. How the fuck was this possible?
I think for last 40-50 years, this election is historical in many ways, in too many ways.
Yeah.
So BJP doing a lot of things to put other state labels to come and vote. Now it is having like Hemanta and other come and campaign. I have seen few things because I am part of the like few things here and there. I have seen the way things are being managed. So it is historic in so many ways. Like there are a lot of data points which we can analyze later. But this is actually like literally historic in terms of data, in terms of election management, in terms of political narrative management, which is very important. BJP for the first time, not for the first time, but especially in Bengal, BJP has actually won the narrative overwhelmingly. Whatever I have observed, other people might have different ideas.
No, and you can criticize Amit Shah or Narendra Modi for a host of things, including like unproven allegations and stuff as well. But you have to give it to them that the main reason they are trying to win West Bengal is because of national security. And if you get at least one such significant patriotic action from your Prime Minister and Home Minister, the standards that we have, I mean, we have to be very happy and celebrate at least this, that national security is genuinely a priority for people who do all sorts of things to win elections. Okay, आइडियोलॉजी डाइल्यूशन करते जा रहा है पूरे देश का राइट विंग समाज पूरा का पूरा बीजेपी को लात मारने को रेडी हो चुका है. Even in that situation, even in that kind of cutthroat real politics situation where ideology is almost making no sense to any BJP person, they do care about their nation to this extent. Why? This
No,
is
that
this is
is for a
insane.
different.
This
That is for a different reason. That
go
reason
on.
is the non-political arm. That is for a
Acha.
non-political arm. That there is a reason.
No, I would make the case
And-
that
and-
we have repeatedly had prime ministers, finance ministers, defense ministers, home ministers who have done all sorts of corrupt things, meaningless things, bad ideological things, diluted good ideologies, everything, have been personally corrupt, etc. But a lot of these people have at some point delivered something for the nation, something for national security, national interests at some point in their careers. Ultimately, most of these significant names in national politics do end up doing something like that. And that is one of the major things that Bangladesh and Pakistan don't have. No one's a patriot in their political system. Everyone's a fucking scoundrel. I think we just have scoundrels a little less in numbers in Indian politics. Would you like to add something? Otherwise, we'll take this point now.
Yeah. So just one point. See, that is because of the ecosystem where BJP stems from. The source where the BJP draws its power. Their Desh Bhakti is the one of the pillars. So, like whoever is in BJP, they have gone through that regime, and that regime means that if you have to deal with the devil, but it should be for the country, not for your own ambitions. So that plays a very important role. And one more thing, I have a theory. I have a theory which might not people agree, but I think that the motherland of Hindutva is West Bengal. So there is
every RSS guy going around saying this to every non-Bengali guy in the country that let BJP win Bengal, you'll see the resurgence of Hindutva as it was from Bengal again, etc.
No, I really, it's a hunch, correct? So whatever I have, so motherland of Hindutva is Bengal. So they had to do this, and they had delayed it in so many ways, but they understood that, okay, if you don't have Bengal, then Hindutva will lose its team in so many ways. They had to do this.
Yeah. And if BJP does win, I think Bengal seriously can contribute a lot to Hindutva and nationalism discourse as well, because we still have real people amongst us who do not exist in too high a number in other states, who can take on the next crop of commie leaders for the next 20 years, because CPIM knows they're not winning anything. They are training all these young kids for the next 20 years. And there are not many in BJP who can take on Dipshita and all. So if BJP does win, I personally will absolutely go on hunting metaphorically and start the end of communism once and for all in West Bengal. Okay, Bhupenda, how much do you think this can work? This does sound nice. Link teachers' salaries as well as their job security in government schools to student average results and standard learning tests. We will see outcomes. Just throwing money will never solve the problem.
Yeah, but you are not going to do this in 3 years. It is not going to happen. So for next 3 years, it is going to be only law and order, or maybe 5 years. As it happened with Gujarat, as it happened with UP and Bihar, for the first 5 years, it is going to be law. And we have known the state, how the state is. It is a gigantic hellhole to take out of. The law and order is going to be the primary priority, and getting back jobs. A lot of investment. I think in your podcast, correct? Your guest has spoken about how much central money is already there, which needs to be invested. So it is going to be law and order and industry to bring back the living standards of people. Education will be there, but not will be the primary priority. That's the reality that we live in.
Zion, your proposal sounds absolutely perfect. The problem I'm seeing is that there are no good teachers in West Bengal, according to me. they cannot be good teachers because they came out of a absolutely horseshit education system themselves. Okay, their comprehension skills, their thinking skills are I mean, whatever you, even if you do complete libertarianism with them, do complete socialism with them, their IQ is not going to change. Their teaching skills are not going to fall from the sky. Therefore, I don't have any hope for West Bengal's education system for 15 years, unless it's all
Uh,
replaced by online learning, Coursera, AI, etc. The more people get
one more
into
thing.
internet learning, yeah, go on.
One more thing, actually. See, I have been traveling in quite a few places for last 5 years. So I have seen a bit of Bharat, not India. I'm mentioning Bharat, not India. So I have seen a lot of places which is not metro cities. And the more I interact with people, more I observe people, more I see how they live. I think you need the we call freebies, correct? The freebies, the way of being distributed, the kind of situation we are, you need those freebies for at least for next 10-15 years to actually get them to a standard where they are ready for libertarian or market forces. Right now they are not. With That's my observation,
Yeah,
personal
feasibly
observation.
speaking, though, yes.
Like you, they're at that level that you need freebies to get them to a level where they can actually understand a lot of things. So if you throw open market to them right now, they might become communists. That's the problem.
And burn everything
Because
down.
market,
Never mess with
yes.
the, never mess with the hierarchy, social hierarchy, to that extent that the people in the end of the hierarchy burn the entire hierarchy down. You have to give people something to lose. The problem with this situation, just at least in Chhattisgarh, is that they are going about it the wrong way, because the Maoists did not take up arms because they did not have development or something. There's a massive confusion on the side of the state with capital S, whoever it is, police, Chhattisgarh government, or Amit Shah, etc. They are not very clear on whether they became Maoists because they did not have development, or whether they became Maoists because so much development was happening and their forests were being taken out and stuff. There's complete confusion about that. And so the freebies being spent on them, most of it is not going to work out. If they become artists and stuff, maybe, but ideology does not go out of your head. And if they did not become Maoists in the first place because of lack of development or for overdevelopment, they're not going to stop being Maoist with freebies. So at least for Chhattisgarh, freebies are going to help people in the same way that freebies help other people everywhere, but freebies are not going to help in creating anti-Naxalites out of former Naxalites.
Yeah, state is going to be like inefficient in general. So, and these things will happen. End of the day, there is an incentive for people to not to do bad things. So that's the most important part, which needs to be addressed. And see, like even if the government money is spent and less money is utilized in a better way, still something is done, because we are now in a state where in cities, and where I'm a privileged person in that regard. Okay, when I see what is happening in Bharat, okay, not in India, some part has to be done, and that pain has to be like borne for next 10-15 years, so that that cities reach where you can actually go and talk to them. So that's my personal opinion, but people have their own opinions.
Hmm. Okay, a lot of people have been talking about the Polymarket verdict. There was one super chat as well. Your thoughts on Polymarket? Then I'll talk about it.
The early market is showing indications. So it has it like it is not very not very like understandable, but yes, it's showing a trend. So to give an example, so 3 months from ago, it was saying BJP 100 overall. Now 2 months,
Yeah.
the numbers changed to 120. Okay, now people are saying it is 150. So in that context, Polymarket is showing you the trend, the way it is moving in that direction. So in that sense, it's
Hmm.
like legit in that way.
Hmm. Okay, I will take her question. Wait, I forgot that I'll also talk about the Polymarket thing. Yeah, my point is that if they are predicting that Trinamool wins, that makes perfect sense to me. I just don't think they can be that powerful to sustain the government for 5 years. Okay, because after all, 77 seats in 2021. Maybe if the violence hadn't happened, they would have gotten what, 87, 90. BJP was a complete Bohiragato, really outsider party, aesthetically speaking, psychologically speaking, etc. Okay, vibe wise. So uh, the people, all those people who were rejecting BJP back then, who were voting for Trinamool, all of those people, okay, or even a huge chunk of that people are going to suddenly become Hindutwadis and BJP supporters just because of Bangladesh and stuff. I do not believe that can happen. Mm, Only hope is if the villagers, Hindu villagers who live in close proximity with Muslims, if they are seeing a problem, they have faced a problem for all their lives, and now they are connecting the dots. If BJP's message is reaching to them that okay, this can escalate further to a Bangladesh-like situation, only those people are going to all of a sudden, based on one issue, going to change their political vision completely. Otherwise, it doesn't happen because I have a friend, close right-wing friend, whose father is always very astonished that how could Bangals ever be commies, etc. I mean, that's what I was saying with UGC and stuff as well. Okay, like you get a realization and all of a sudden do not change your political stance. Realizations are not that significant. Okay, so from 77, if BJP gets stuck at 90, 100, okay, 100 to Operation Lotus anyway, but Trinamool has to be stopped at 150. If Trinamool crosses 160, then no Operation Lotus can save BJP. Okay. So it would make perfect sense to me if Trinamool wins. So it's not a very out of place prediction. Okay. Trupti Joshi is saying, what if dollarization happens and rupee value increases exponentially as per Dr. Ankit? They are not as per Dr. Ankit Shah's predictions. Ray Dalio has been saying everything Ankit Shah says for 15 years. And so people get surprised when I end up agreeing with those predictions of Ankit Shah, because I'm not agreeing with them for Ankit Shah. I'm agreeing with them because I also have been following Ray Dalio's work ever since I heard his interview on Gary Vaynerchuk in 2016 or 17. Okay. So yes, a whole lot of Ankit Shah's predictions are going to come true. I'm not sure if it's going to be the exact numbers and stuff, but yes, definitely Ankit Shah is directionally correct, and that's based on Ray Dalio's extensive research work, not the vibe explanations that Ankit Shah gives or says that, oh, you won't understand, you have a colonized mind, dekhte raho kya hota hai, all of that. Ray Dalio explains why it's going to happen. So yeah, Ankit Shah is not 100% wrong on everything. Will Ladu Biswas join BJP? Yes, that's the word on the grapevine that he has met with Biplab Deb. He has applied application deke rakha hai. So after 5th May. The market rating suddenly changed yesterday. It's now 53-48 in favor of TMC. Yes. Now we need to check the bank account of the owner of Polymarket as well, because IPAC has connections everywhere in the whole world. People, the deep state in the entire world have realized that the key reason BJP was going to get fucked in this West Bengal, if not for anything else, was that the vibe that Bengalis have is that BJP is not working hard enough, BJP doesn't do groundwork, etc., and BJP doesn't want to win. These allegations have been completely demolished the fuck out of the window after the first phase. Then now what do? Set things into motion so that the vibe gets back to the previous one. So either Polymarket is absolutely right, because it would make very much sense for Trinamool to win, or पैसा आया होगा किसी के पास किसी से. Okay. Adharmic competence, hereditary, will out of Bishwas. Yes. Rupee value will. Okay. Dada, if the same rotten education system can create a legal workforce in global IT, ITES, which means global standards for customers, then why not in education? It will take time. The system didn't rot in one day. Yes. 10-15 years. Yeah. At the very least. Okay. Take this, Bhupenda.
What I could say inside BD 50% are support of CFL, 50% are against. That's what I'm saying, that there is a large chunk of people who are actually in favor of BJP because BJP has done work. No party is going to be perfect in that way. So 50% is a very good number if BJP gets those votes. I'm happy with that. We're on mute.
Even yeah, even Perplexity Finance showed 52% for AITC suddenly at 5:30 a.m. today. सुबह सुबह वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में रहने वालों के पास फोन क्या सर कुछ कीजिए कुछ वाइब चेंज कीजिए अरे in poly market anyone can pay to put their bets. Yes. Only focus on BJP version. Will Lord Bishwas join BJP not seeing a single BJP flag or poster? First of all, here to learn for some reason there are a whole lot of BJP flags in my region. Okay, I also live in his constituency. Secondly, if he's going to join BJP, he's not going to give a single hint that he's going to join in BJP. Why would he allow BJP flags and let everyone know that ha tata bye bye bro अब भुगतो तुम भोसरी वाले अमित शाह तुमको लटकाएगा उल्टा मैं नहीं लटकने वाला tata. So he's absolutely going to hedge his bets for the longest possible time and give everyone the vibe that no he's absolutely not going to BJP. But my news, I mean info though, is not confirmed. Obviously, it might be a rumor anyway. Will EDS CBI investigate what? Tell us, Lavanya. Okay, just to reiterate, since more viewers, new viewers might have joined 2 hours later, Bhupenda, what do you think of the 92% voter turnout?
My data driven and vibe driven and also a lot of other things, it is overwhelmingly, I think for the first time in the history of West Bengal elections, Hindus might have outvoted the Muslims. That's my real hunch. I don't have the data,
Yeah,
but I,
probably. Yeah, that should happen. That would make sense very much.
because we remember we did the show 1 year
Every
ago when I mentioned that Bangladesh issue is something people are forgetting. Bangladesh 5th August 2024 was a very significant turning point in terms of Bengali psyche and the way they vote. That's a very long term thing people
yes,
have.
maybe. I do not have much faith in that. Okay, guys, smoking is injurious to health. Smoking causes cancer. Do not smoke. Say no to cigarettes. Say no to drugs. Okay, one important comment here. Dante Devil is saying if he joins BJP, then the problem with Tollywood will persist. Dante Devil, to some degree, but not to this extent. Because you have to remember that since he's joining this late, and since he has this reputation of which is not very popular, he is not going to have a nice, fun time just because he joins BJP. He's going to be made a bitch. That you should be absolutely assured about. Okay, so I think यही बोला जाएगा कि थोड़ा औकात में रहिए और पैसा कमाना है कमाइए चुतियापा कम कीजिए. That will be the message to everyone who joins BJP now. I'm only worried about Shayoni. Where's she going to go? Third cigarette for me in this live stream. Oh my god, do not do that. Do you see Rothin Ghosh defecting? Bhupenda?
See, I don't follow that much, but what I can tell you is that Operation Lotus is going to continue post 5th May because, as mentioned, you have the settled forces there for 60 days, and even after that, it will continue.
Right. Yeah, because by then enough people will have joined BJP, therefore they won't be able to harm BJP supporters anymore. So CRPF won't be required. But until the CRPF 60 days, only Lotus and Operation everywhere. Let's just okay. So many good questions are coming. I can't make my own points. Wait, I'll scroll up later. I just want to ask you about one other scenario. What about horse trading from BJP to Trinamool?
Not this time. Not this time.
Why not? Not enough money from
No,
IPAC.
no, not money. No,
Okay.
not because like on ground, things have changed. On ground, the kind of polarization we have seen in West Bengal
A lot of it.
for this
Yeah.
election, horse trading will happen on the ground realities. The ground reality is that a significant chunk wants BJP. So horse trading is going to be happen from TMC to BJP, not BJP. In 21, it was different. BJP was a Bohiragata party. It was not having that ground presence and also that kind of narrative. For the first time
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this election, BJP has outperformed in terms of narrative two teams.
Absolutely. Absolutely. TMC has no narrative.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Only
saying.
CPIM is helping them with the narrative.
Mm.
CPIM is the one who has
Yeah.
narrative. TMC doesn't have any narrative.
No, money is there, but
Okay.
with certain
A lot of
people
important points
who
here.
will not be.
Would Anubrata
Yeah,
Mandal also defect?
that I do not know, but
Yeah, yeah. Make your point.
probably they will choose. See, they will pick and choose. It's not that BJP is going to get everybody in, because they know they have learned from their mistakes in 2021. So they will get people who will come. If they are useful, they will come. If they have no usefulness
Hmm.
for BJP, then they won't be there.
Hmm.
Like Arup বিশ্বাস,
Rishabh,
he
I
is doing.
believe very. Rishabh, I believe Anubrata Mandal will defect because I've heard from many sources that he is actually the anti-Muslim face there. Okay, um, he has done many anti-Muslim things just because I mean, not for even any political gains, just like that. And remember when the Muslims in his constituency in 2021 joined BJP, what he did to them as well. So I think he would join. Okay, this is an interesting question. If same percentage of voting happens in second phase as well, what does it mean for BJP and TMC? Because so much turnout mostly means anti-incumbency. We will just reiterate these points as well because a lot of new viewers might be joining after 2 hours. So please explain again, Bhupenda.
Yeah. So if we see 90% above voting in the second phase, so we will see Hindu voters come out and vote for BJP, and we will also see significant, not to that extent, but significant votes going away from TMC to CPM or to other parties.
Hmm.
So that is also, it's there. Congress might do well compared to what they have done previously. So
Hmm.
you are seeing TMC not getting all the votes the way they got it in 2021. So Hindu vote
Hmm.
consolidation and a significant fraction of the Muslim vote getting fractured to multiple, to Congress, to ISF and other parties. So TMC will not be doing as what they have done in previous election.
Hmm. Okay, great question and great point after another. Full of them. Okay, देखो भूपेंदा हम कैसे सांप पाल रहे थे. अनुब्रत का भांजा हमारा व्यूअर है. What the fuck? He's probably the one feeding him all the info. Okay, he's confirming that he is anti-Muslim. A great question here. If violence does not happen tomorrow, what would be the result? What does it mean for violence to not happen tomorrow, Bhupenda?
It means that Hindus will be able to vote. Muslims will vote anyway,
Right.
but violence doesn't happen.
Hmm.
Hindus will be able to vote. That's the
Yeah.
important point.
Yeah, and more importantly, Rakesh, oh, you are Maiti, so you are Bengali, so you know this, that violence usually does not happen in the Kolkata region area anyway. It's out of ordinary that I got beaten up, but which is why so many people around me also got pissed off until the thing with Abhay's mom happened yesterday. But in those places where violence is actually probably going to happen or might not happen in the end, those places the Hindus are absolutely going to vote for BJP. They are pissed off enough. Okay. Yeah, this is another interesting, very important point. Bro, even TMC are sharing pictures of a BJP female candidate showing up at some TMC office. So, Rajdeep Ghosh, I guarantee you that at least or about 30-40 people from both parties are absolutely in touch with the opposite party. They have been for months and they are ready to jump ship. Yes. So, Arup Biswas meeting with Biplab Deb is not a significant info really. It's significant only because it's one significant name that I have heard of. But even other than that, 30-40 from both sides are definitely in contact and have given applications that if y'all win, I'm coming. So don't fuck up with me or don't fuck me. Yeah, you have any thoughts on this, Ubanda?
Yes, so that is normal occurrence. People think that okay, if they are giving
Right.
kali to each other in parliament, they don't like every
Yeah.
politician knows the other party politician, maybe two or three other party politicians as well. So that's a normal thing which
And they
happens
are
in election.
on very good terms with them, very much friends with them. The fighting between political party supporters are absolutely done by idiots in the lower rungs. All the top brass is friends with each other. Okay. Did you see the video which Muhammad shared? Do you mean the video of the UP police officer or some other video?
Ajay Pal,
If you're talking about the
Ajay Pal Sharma,
Ajay Pal Sharma.
Ajay Pal Sharma.
Hmm.
Yeah, most of that video that he's talking about. Yeah, yeah, that's a fake video that
Yeah.
was long ago in Akhilesh time. So
No, is it a
it's
fake video or
already
was it from
been.
Akhilesh's time?
No, 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 no. It was he was not there because I have seen that news. In that video, that person was
Okay.
not there at all. It was like a internal IPS lobby
Okay.
thing which happens. Like
No,
it was
what I'm wondering
talking
is
point. Hmm.
what was really going on. He was just watching her dance, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like dancing the way people, the police people, other people would be dancing. So even actually, that was a news at that time as well. It is not that it's a viral now. That time also it was a news that this guy is doing that. So then
I'm
a
not.
lot of things
What
happen
I'm not
and
getting is why can't a police officer dance or go to a dance event? What's the controversy about?
controversy.
Or,
Yeah,
or should he have
that's what
danced salsa and jive to a nice jazz band? क्या भोजपुरी
you
गाने
know
पे
that
नाच लिया ये प्रॉब्लम है क्या?
morality cult which we have now.
Yeah, dancing and taka chora chuli. Yeah, that's their culture. That's the vibe. That is right in their eyes. That is the
No,
norm.
a
That is the
police
convention there.
a policeman cannot do it, or a common person can do it. That's the general morality of the
Was he
public.
in uniform?
No, as a police, once he becomes a police person, he should be said that that's the expectation we have, common people. That once he becomes a police
No,
person,
but
he would be.
no, but ultimately it's a I mean entertainment situation that he was in. If he was not in that dance party, he would be watching a movie in some theater. So why should a policeman watch a
He
movie? Why aren't you bothered about national security all the time? So Taka
Bhojpuri
Chhorano, what
Aditi.
Nilanjan Ghosh is talking about is throwing money and stuff. Why, if he didn't do that, first of all, he would be very much looked down upon by his peers around. Okay, that's the culture in a money throwing music performance or dance performance. Okay, you are a cheap motherfucker if you do not throw money, and if you do not accept that money, it's also very disrespectful because I know it from my friends who have played live music in such villages in Bengal, where they are given a garland of just currency notes and stuff. And some of my friends who, in the initial days of them getting into that scene, who were from like in Bhadralok schools and got that Bhadralok education, but ended up as a musician in that scenario, they were very pissed off and felt disrespected and stuff, and then quickly realized that, oh shit, if I reject this, I'm completely disrespecting the organizers and the audience there, and they are getting very pissed. So it's absolutely the norm and convention there, bro. So you have a problem with the norm and convention of a particular place, how they enjoy music. What a
No,
retarded
no.
idea.
Every marriage that happens in that belt, correct? So if the marriage happens,
Hmm.
the what we call the groom side, the girls will
Hmm.
dance and they will throw money. That's what celebration
Hmm.
is. That's what happens. It's quite normal. If they are
Hmm.
doing it,
Hmm.
correct. That is a problem with correct. We are a kind of a socialist society in a way. That when somebody becomes a neta,
Yeah.
he should be a saint. He should not do anything bad. That's the expectation that common people have. Like they are
Yeah.
not human beings anymore.
And I have, yes, and I have thought about it and finally reached a conclusion why India is like that, like this, with this obsessed with this Christian morality. I have diagnosed this to our founding fathers, the intellectuals of that era, all of them being part of the British education system and not the American education system. The source of this problem lies there in England's teachings. Okay, this is an important question. You give your opinion after me.
Hmm.
Why did
Hmm.
BJP not reveal any CM face in Vidhan Sabha election to prevent infighting so that nobody else's lobby tries to fuck the CM face? Okay. What's your opinion?
Uh, yours are quite good in terms of reasoning, but what I have observed for last 20 years of BJP fighting elections, they generally will not reveal the face until it's the norm. Like for elections
That is
which are
also very
happening
true.
nationally,
Yeah. People think that
nationally,
Yogi was
national,
announced beforehand. They didn't do it anywhere.
even Modi was not announced. Modi did not know
Yes.
he will become PM until he was announced. So
Hmm.
whenever there is an absolute requirement like national elections, they will say we are fighting PM as our face, as PM face. So until that is the requirement, they generally do not reveal the names. That they are
Hmm.
doing for last 15 years,
Hmm.
20 years. That's how they
Hmm.
operate. So
Hmm. Okay. If horse trading in fact is done, won't they be affected with the anti-defection law, Bhupinda?
mm, no, no, no.
Has that prevented
See
anybody from
what
horse trading?
no, no. What do you think? How Raghav Chadda did, and they don't know all these things. This will happen, but that's
What
going
are
to
the
slowly happen.
there must be some
Mhm.
specific criteria and qualifiers for the anti-defection law which people are easily bypassing. Are you aware of the qualifiers for the law?
33%. Like no, I think it's two
What
thirds.
33%?
Two thirds, two thirds of let's say you have a party. If two-thirds defect, then it doesn't apply. There are different interpretations for Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, but two-thirds is the like let's say you have 10 people. If 7 people defect, it is done and dusted.
Okay. Dibindu is saying, after the first phase, entire narrative game is dominated by BJP. Haven't seen this shit for last 5, 6. It was Dibindu until yesterday with the masterstroke of CPIM and Panihati. If you okay, this is a different point. This already taken. Wait, yeah. Devendu is saying, can Bengal see hung assembly after 67's Yukta Front? Yes, absolutely. That is a huge possibility, and hence you have Shamika Davi's father being as the governor. What chances of hung assembly do you see, Bhupenda?
I don't see. After 92%,
Okay.
93% voting in the first phase, I don't see any possibility of that happening.
Hmm. No, Rajdeep, I have not seen it yet. He's absolutely my daily staple of news analysis collection. So I will as soon as possible, right after this live stream, probably. Um, New IPS Ajay Pal Singh in South 24 Pargana. Your views. Nice. Fun.
Actually, he's doing a good. He's kind of an entertainment. He's like a moral booster for Hindu voters. The phase two.
Hmm. Rishabh is saying individuals can just resign, which reduces the number of seats of the opposition, giving the BJP a majority. Then win the bypolls and have a full majority. Yeah. What about Gorgo Chatterjee narrative, which he is spreading? He'll be co-opted into the Hindutva ecosystem. Either he will have to agree with it, or people in his ilk, people in his ecosystem will be co-opted. Either way, the movement will be co-opted. There will be a lot of Bengali pride, but in the Hindutva mold, and that will, of course, be very significant for Hindutva in the rest of the country.
I have one more question. I forgot. Your thoughts on
Yes, go
Dinesh
ahead.
Trivedi being made the High Commissioner of Bangladesh? Dinesh Trivedi, TMC
Yes,
guy.
I believe the reason for that is my opinion on why they did it is very uh, politically incorrect, but I think they sent a guy who is aware of Bengali vibes, but is not a Bengali himself, so that he doesn't go there and become friends with and relatives with with all of them. Pro- Probably for that reason. I don't see any other reason why. Do you have any thoughts on that? What's your opinion
Yeah,
in this?
I think Doval might have played a role in that. Ajit Doval.
Yeah, but why?
Uh, yeah, actually, you need a liaison. You need a liaison in Bangladesh because CIA is there in Bangladesh. So you need a
No, but
trusted
why couldn't any
liaison.
IFS guy do it?
No, it has to be a like a TMC. He has the TMC credentials. That's important. That's why he is there. He's only there because he has TMC credentials. He's not there because of other
Hmm.
credentials. He is there because he has
But he
TMC
has
credentials.
been he has been out of the TMC ecosystem for a long time now.
Yeah, but doesn't really matter because he knows a lot of. He would like, see. He's out of ecosystem. It doesn't mean that he's not talking to TMC.
Hmm. Hmm.
And correct,
Okay.
and normally trust like because he's not a quintessential Bengali, and so there might be also good relationships with Modi and Shah. That also trust is there. Trust is very important because right now it's a national security issue. You cannot trust anybody whom you don't know. So he is a trusted guy. He has some
Hmm.
TNC credentials. They might have worked with him previously, so they know how he works. That all would have played a role.
Hmm. Kempty Singh, we are tired of mainstream political parties, caste politics, religion politics, allowance politics. We need a separate right wing political party. What are you? We need, but we can't have because the national security repercussions, deep state propping up guys every now and then, here and there, and the kind of funding you require to run a political party in India, and how quickly your good intentions of running a political party will be fucked because you'll ultimately need funds, and funds will come from you with bloody hands, from bloody hands. Blood money will come to you. So I would suggest that you be a part of this existing right wing ecosystem and change it and hijack this existing system. We can't have a second Arvind Kejriwal, right wing Arvind Kejriwal at all. It can't happen. Um, do you guys? Oh, Slevin is asking an interesting question. Do you guys want IT parks, ridiculously priced real estate, and declining AQI and pollution? Slevin, do you know Kolkata's AQI is almost as bad as Delhi on most days of the year? And I lived in a Mofussil area for a few years, and each and every day the AQI there was worse than Kolkata itself, even though that was a place filled with greenery. Because what people don't realize about India's AQI is it's just dust, it's our geography. And when the roads are not properly paved and they do not have proper pitch and stuff, it's all very dusty. So that's why Kolkata is less polluted than every village and mofussil town in entire West Bengal. So development does not inherently have to mean pollution, but it will obviously mean pollution. But right now we can't have a nice, great nature because we are not having it anyway. But we can't prioritize a great ascetic sannyasi lifestyle in a forest when the problems are this dire in West Bengal, because poverty will breed corruption, and corruption will breed inroads for anti-India forces. So yes to IT parks, yes to ridiculously priced real estate, and even apparently declining AQI and pollution. Uh, we are not living in Eden. We can't have Eden. Um, Lipshastra. No, that's just in Western India, Lipshastra. AQI of West Bengal and these regions are not because of stubble burning. Stubble burning. It's simply because of lack of development, actually. Um, how can there be a right wing party with no religion politics? It's like saying Communist Party who don't do industrialization. Yeah, he means fiscal conservatism. What do you think? Shuman Chattopadhyay Dadu's political views. I used to find him pro left, but now it seems he's doing what he's doing out of sheer hate for Dante Devil. Um, I'm going to sound rude, but I'm not trying to mean that. But if you think Shuman Chattopadhyay has ever been pro left, you are not looking at his arguments. You are just seeing that he's friends with Buddhadev Bhattacharya. Even that was after Buddhadev Bhattacharya became a Raj Dharma expert after being a communist his entire life. Bro, Dante, you follow Shuman Chattopadhyay. You know that he used to call Buddhadev Bhattacharya Adha Kobir, Bangla honors kora chhatro and stuff. Okay. Half poets, Bengali honors educated nephew. Okay. When did Shuman Chattopadhyay ever have respect for communism, Marxism, CPIM in general, or Jyoti Basu, or Buddhadev Bhattacharya before he became Lee Kuan Yew? He never had it. He is absolutely I think, liberal in the proper sense, and fiscally way more conservative than anybody in West Bengal in the mainstream. Okay. The only reason he liked Buddhadev Bhattacharya was because he changed all of that. Okay. He has never been pro left, never in his life. And now, if you think he's pro left because he's saying good things about Shataroop and bringing him on his podcast and stuff, even Shaptoshi Dev, that's because he has one blind spot as a journalist. At some point, they do want to play the neutral guy in journalism. Okay. So for that reason, he believes that, and I think he's right when he says that CPM has the best crop of next generation politicians and young politicians and stuff. He is right. They are good in CPIM's terms, but I would still disagree with him because, after all, if they come to power or have a say, all of their say is going to be for bad stuff. So there I disagree with him, but he definitely is saying that only because he thinks a good opposition is healthy for the democracy and stuff. That's not completely wrong, but I don't see how communists are healthy for anything in democracy. So I'll have a disagreement with him there, but he's not being a pro-left guy. He's just being pro-democracy at one point, and he was being pro-Buddhadev Bhattacharya at one point. And he does have sheer hate for Mamta as well. Pituitary is saying, we'll reiterate, who's winning, guys? I believe TMC will win, but won't stay in power for more than 6 months. Bhupenda, who do you think is winning?
BJP is winning 100%.
Okay. Please take Rakesh Maiti question. Rakesh Maiti. Guys, we have a horde of a tsunami of good questions and points. So please keep spamming the comment section with your question and points. Okay. Otherwise, scrolling up takes too much time. Let's see. Where is Maiti's comment? What happened with Didi and Vaipo? What happens with Didi and Vaipo if TMC loses this election? Nothing really. Mamata Banerjee retires from politics, does a dharna here and there for a while. Abhishek is the face of the opposition, a controlled opposition. That's all. Nothing is going to happen to them. It's their ground level supporters who are going to suffer. I won't say there are no good teachers. Rather, there are so many great teachers in the government school in my locality, but the system is... user, if there are so many good teachers, they are probably above 50, right? They were part of the education system when it was still the remnants of the British education system. If they are 30, 35 years old, I do not believe they are extremely good teachers because they were part of a horrid education system, unless they're exceptions in just your locality. KMT is saying, why BJP started doing caste politics just for winning elections? Yes. Why VHPRS is celebrating Hindu-phobic figures like Phule and Ambedkar? Because they do not believe they are Hindu-phobic figures. They believe that they had a important role to play at some point in history. Why BJP is giving support to the radical Bhimta groups to co-opt them? Because Congress is breathing down their necks. Shuman Dadu was a Congressie. And see, notice Tanoheka that how much he criticizes Congress inside out, even when he sees a fault in their actions. So he's not a Congress fanboy at all. Okay, where are the questions? Sonarpur North ke jitbe. Sorry, I only know about Sonarpur Dokhin. I'll just check who are the candidates there. Sonarpur North. Do you have any idea, Bhupenda? I forgot.
No, I had the numbers, but I forgot. I had the data which Pinakita gave me. I don't have it right now.
Okay. Firdausi Begum, Debashish Dhar. I think Sonarpur North is going to Trinamool. Sonarpur Dokhin, BJP has a good chance.
Yeah.
How will we be able to achieve decommunism? By effectively using people who are genuinely anti-communism and not simply communist with Sanskrit words. So far, BJP only focuses on communists who use Sanskrit words. What about Ranaghat Dokhin? No clue. I do not know anything about the place. This is interesting. Bhupenda, do you think BJP is winning Punjab 2027?
Not really, but BJP is going to make good inroads. They might win actually. But at this time, it might be a just a good start for BJP to make inroads, but probably they will not. But it's a good start
Okay.
because BJP has no presence, no
Dante is saying
downstream
Sonarpur.
Punjab.
Right. Dante is saying Sonarpur South IPS actress. No, no. IPS is in Sonarpur North. Rupa Ganguly is in Sonarpur South. And Rupa Ganguly, I think, has a great chance. The only reason I think the IPS might win because of his own connections and the security personnel there might be supporting him and stuff. But Firdausi Begum is a very, very strong candidate. So is Lovely. But Rupa Ganguly has also prepared very well. If TMC loses, will it exist for next 5 years? Absolutely. Or either way, like a lot of party. No, I would be very, very, very surprised if Trinamool disappears because entire world's anti-BJP, anti-India funds are going to come to them, and BJP will want them to be the opposition for one reason because of controlled opposition and stuff, or they might want Humayun Covid like people, Firhad like people as well in the opposition so that they can simply win Hindu votes. But I would be very, very surprised if Trinamool disappears. Do you have an opinion on this, Bhupenda?
Uh, yeah, but I think TMC, see, whoever might be the opposition, they will be there. Like, we might see a little bit of TMC resurgence. Sorry, not TMC, CPM might get a few better things because ideologically
Yes.
they are there. So we might see a little bit of CPM coming in to actually support a lot of things which BJP wants to do because CPM has the Badolak vibe. So that also might be a things happening because this, TMC is not Bhadoluk at all. So in that context, if something radical has to be done, CPM might get co-opted, given some few things, so that those policies can be pushed. That also become
Yeah,
the
and I
case.
think Mohammad Salim will cooperate on those things. All Mohammad Salim wants right now is to be the next Jinnah. And so does Firad Hakim, so does Humayun. So it's a competition between these people to be the next Jinnah. So therefore, Salim is propping up Arfin or Afrin so hard. Out of the blue from nowhere, she is getting news bites everywhere and stuff. So yes, Muslim faces are the main faces in CPM tomorrow and day after tomorrow. I mean, metaphorically. Okay. Interesting questions here. Who will be the finance minister candidate for BJP if they win? I have absolutely no answers and clues because not one single candidate is a finance minister material. Where are they going to give birth to this finance minister? I'm not understanding. I don't know what
Same
they have
here.
plans for. What the fuck is up with that? And you see how much the finance minister is going to be the bitch of the chief minister by just this fact, this phenomenon that we don't even have any clue who even might be the finance minister from the candidate list. No one is a finance minister candidate. So I don't know what the fuck is up with that. Maybe they give some. Okay, Bhupenda,
Hmm.
the Chhattisgarh finance minister is also not an economics guy.
Hmm.
He's a retired IAS. Who are such candidates for West Bengal in the BJP candidate list?
नहीं, you shared a list.
Because that would not be very bad because ऐसा तो नहीं है कि बहुत इकोनॉमिक्स जान के यहाँ पे तुम कुछ फ्री मार्केट उखाड़ लोगे. तो you need, I mean, just proper administration only in the finance ministry. So I think they are going to go for some IS. So who are such candidates? Are you aware of any?
Not really, because the people who are there, correct, who are like we have one IPS and few other things are there. There is one IPS guy was also there. I think there are a few IAS
No,
people are
IPS is not
there.
going to be the finance minister, but
No, no,
IAS
no, no, no.
people would be.
There would be, there are few IAS, but I don't remember the exact names. But they probably will be the primary choice. There are few IAS which are there in the list that I know of. Like, don't remember the name right now, but they are there.
Okay, this is an interesting question. Ult Amit Shah. I'm getting called Niranjan Shah and Amit Shah is getting called Amit Shah. Wow, Modi ji, wow. Do Gundas take that threat seriously in the first phase and carry? Rakesh Maiti, the main reason Gundas are not taking that seriously is because they are being told by their seniors in the party that no, we are absolutely coming to power. So why would they fear this? The only reason they have to fear this is only for the time being, because CRPF is after them. But in their hearts, they do not believe this, except for those particular gundas who do have that much of a good relationship with their political daddies, who got a vibe from them that, yes, I'm leaving, bro, on 5th May. They will be the ones who will be fearful that, oh shit, then I don't want to hang upside down. Like the guy who broke my thumbnail. I just got the news today that, uh, did I say thumbnail or did I say thumb? What the fuck? YouTuber
Thumbnail.
life. So the guy who broke my thumb is kind of absconding. He is being visible only with Arup Bishwas in his campaign events. Otherwise, he's not staying at home. Since the election commission started saying and doing these things, picking up people from everywhere, because of the fight that BJP put up, I think the fact that BJP is going to fight back against Trinamool's Gundaism was started interestingly in front of the police station where I was taken to that night. And on that day, in that fight between BJP and Trinamool guys, that guy was also obviously there. He was beating people up. And after that, some things happened, and he got afraid, and he is not staying at home and stuff because he's afraid that he might get picked up at any point. So yes, some fear has had to enter their veins. If BJP wins all the existing seats plus lost 2021 seats, margins less than 20k, they would form government with 156, 160. That would make logically a lot of sense. I just don't believe in justice all that much in West Bengal. I don't believe in logic in West Bengal. Especially because, see, whatever, guys, listen to this very seriously. A, this fight is not between Narendra Modi and Mamta. This is between Narendra Modi versus deep state. Secondly, whatever election commission is countering is based on whatever Trinamool has done till now. What if they come up with more ideas, newer ideas? Deep state is feeding them with ideas, and deep state has the best data scientists in their pockets. Data is going to give them the pathway to coming up with more such cool ideas to win elections. So do not think about this election with logic. Think about this with a let's say magico-realist situation. Okay, magic can happen in Bengal. Magic always happens in West Bengal. All the bad, dark magic and good magic. আমি যদিও বলেছিলাম বিপ্লব কুমার মন্ডলের চান্স আছে from হাওড়া মধ্য CA economist. He's a candidate, no? Then probably him, because he's the one who comes closest. Maybe him. And he's Mandal, so is he SC? So an SC finance minister in West Bengal. BJP would like to promote that as well.
Yes.
And Bhupenda will become the spokesperson from Writers Building. No, it's going to be called Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Bhavan. We'll have to bow down in fealty to Bhupenda, kiss his ring. And if you want a job and stuff, take his number right now. Call him up all day. Okay, this we just took. What about CPIM attacking Abhaya mom? Yeah, we kind of discussed that extensively. Yes, it was based on complete lies, but they were able to do it because of their sheer narrative and ideological power that they still have. Don't know about a good finance minister shot, but for a bad finance minister candidate, Shankar Guchait is one. I don't know who he is. One in North Bengal. What, TMC is getting one in North Bengal or BJP is getting one in North Bengal? Seven is saying people in my city have signed a petition to stop a new metro as the old one is not done yet, and people are saying complete all ongoing projects first before digging up for new ones. Not a bad point. If BJP wins, this we took. Lahiri Babu would have been the best option from, yes. Kya karenge Niti Aayog mein? Although it works out for other things, getting a huge truckload of money to West Bengal for the freebies, as well as a pro-Bengali lobby in New Delhi in what? Probably the first time. We never really had a pro-Bengali lobby. Otherwise, we would not have to face freight equalization.
Exactly.
The last time we had a pro-Bengali lobby was in the British period.
There was only Bengali lobby. There was no other lobby at that time.
The lobby was only, I mean, it was just Bengali only. There was no Bengali lobby, non-Bengali lobby.
I think Mr. Lahiri getting into Niti Aayog is a lot more important than just being there to give money. I think there are some other things as well, which is part of the decision.
Okay. Um, Joy Bishas is saying, Joy Bishas, are you a new viewer? You are asking a lot of good questions and I don't know you. What do you think of ISF? How will they perform in Muslim dominated areas? I think very badly. They'll get maximum 2-3 votes. I do not think Muslims are going to be that divided. Are you hopeful about ISF's chances, Bhupinda?
Uh, Not, but I like ISF and other these people. They are. It is just about correct reducing. See, if Congress does well and ISF cuts some votes, that makes TMC wins less seats.
Right.
So this phase
Yes.
two
Yes.
is not about phase two is about reducing the number of seats TMC can win. It is not about how much BJP can win. So it's the other way around. The phase one was how much BJP can win.
Hmm.
So even the
This is about how
even
much
the
can
turn.
we stop Trinamool at?
Exactly. So can we stop to at less 100 or over 100? So even with a
Yeah.
higher number of Muslim votes being cast in phase two, few places it might go to the Congress and other parties because see there is a psyche which is important here. So Muslims vote not the same way. So Muslims vote in Andhra, in Tamil Nadu, in Bihar, or in Maharashtra. Muslims voted for Shiv Sena in the national elections. Shiv Sena. Can you imagine Muslims voting for Shiv Sena in Maharashtra? They did that. So that's why in some constituencies Muslims might choose other than TMC parties, and that is something which is already there. So that's what I'm saying that TMC might not reach 100.
Hmm. Okay. Again, one good question after the other. Okay. Konta Sire Kontani. Yeah. Effect of Rahul Ali Mazari. Rahul Ali Mazari in cutting anti-BJP votes away from TMC. Is that going to impact anything?
Not much, but it has impacted narratively to actually counter TMC and Arvind Kejriwal and other people coming in. But on ground, Rahul Gandhi has no votes. It's only going to be local Congress leaders or local families who are running Congress things. They matter, not Rahul Gandhi.
Hmm. Okay. Important question here. Why is Mamta not getting industries in Kolkata? All Bengali maids and workers are coming to NCR. Sarthak Khande, the only plausible scenario that makes sense about why Mamta is has been like this since 2016. Remember, 2011 to 16, she did try. She did a lot of genuine good work. 2016 onwards, I think she got a call from the deep state. And 2016 onwards, the deep state realized Modi is not going to dance to all our beats. And that's when she got the memo and marching orders that now do not cooperate with Modi anymore. That's the only reason. Because 16 onwards, it has been almost a 180-degree turn in Mamta's administration. Okay. I'll give you at least two great things Mamta was able to achieve 11 to 16 that I mean even she doesn't remember that she did in those 5 years. Okay, and that's when not interestingly, we know why. ABP Ananda was the harshest critic of Mamta in those 5 years. When Mamta actually started doing bad stuff, they stopped their criticism. So 2011 to 16, the first thing that Mamta did was really do great infra in state highways, in village highways, where CPIM had done fucking nothing, okay, for 30 years. Okay, because at that point in that 2015-16 period, I was roaming about entire West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, Sikkim, on my motorcycle, on my R15 V2, and most roads in West Bengal were either fucking MotoGP level or were about to be MotoGP. Okay, random village highways. Okay, a road from, like, I went to, which trip was that? Let me tell you the story. Yeah, 2016 March. The rest of my biker group was returning from Nepal. and I was supposed to meet them in Mirik, okay, in Darjeeling. Mirik is near Darjeeling. So I did not have a proper GPS phone and stuff back then. I think most people did not have. So I was absolutely roaming about Ram Bharose. So I took a wrong route that I should not have taken, and but that saved me a lot of time anyway. A place called Sherpur, okay, that you take to reach a place called Morgram. On that road, I could not go below 90 even if I wanted to. That was a small 2-lane state highway in the middle of nowhere with agricultural fields on both sides. Okay, I was having the time of my life riding around West Bengal. Okay, all that disappeared after that, after 2016. And the biggest, I mean, the one brilliant thing Mamta did, even if she loses and I, along with everyone else, hates her for everything else, the one achievement we will have to credit her for forever is breaking up the fucking DGHC and making Kalimpong a separate district, and that's how she quashed the Gurkha movement. Um, it's not like I do not have any sympathies for that idea, but my problem with the Gurkha movement has been that the moment Subhash Singh got the DGHC deal from Jyoti Basu after killing a whole bunch of Nepalis himself, and at one point he even asked for a different country. So with the DGHC, the entire fund for the Darjeeling district development that Jyoti Basu was sending was being gobbled up by just the hill station called Darjeeling. But the Darjeeling district is not just the hill station called Darjeeling. Siliguri, which is in the plains, is also a part of the Darjeeling district. And when I used to live in Kalimpong, it was fucking Afghanistan. Okay, we used to save up buckets of water for days because we knew water might not come for the next 5 days. We used to not our 100 power watt bulbs used to be lit up like BDs after 7 p.m. We had three gigantic water reservoirs, two of which were for us playing cricket because they were empty. Okay. And the next time I went to Kalimpong was when it was a separate district. They were getting their own funds. I went there on my bike again in 2017, and the roads in Kalimpong at that point were like Salt Lake Sector 5, which is the IT hub of West Bengal. Okay. And when I lived in Kalimpong, even the roads were like any Dantewada and stuff. Okay. So why did that Mamta all of a sudden go crazy after 2016? I don't see anything other than a call from deep state that caused this. Then Purnapriyo is saying, I'm thinking about an Indian capitalist party. What I am absolutely with you on board with a hypothetical Indian capitalist party. I'm just saying, set it up, do it with non-blood money, do it without deep states money. I'll be happy to collaborate with you, speak for you and stuff, because I believe in the idea. But I just don't think that idea can take shape in the shape of a political party without blood money and stuff. That's the only problem. Shauli Dasgupta is saying, I don't know why you are underestimating the chances of BJP's winning. BJP will perform exceptionally well, surprisingly. Shauli Dasgupta, your reasonings are absolutely on point. The reason I'm underestimating is because magical injustice happens in West Bengal. Someone at the end does something, and those forces are still at play. 2002 Modi mode activated in this election. What the? It will take at least 50 years. Shibpur is going to BJP. Shibpur is Rudranil, right? Yeah, he should win.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Okay, Kunal will win because Belegata has lots of Muslim votes. Maybe I did think Kunal would win, but Joy, just yesterday, a friend who's very skeptic of BJP's chances ended up saying that Kunal is going to lose drastically and landslide. So I don't know. He'll probably get all the CPM votes because he's cozying up to CPM to such a degree. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not very aware of the Belegata area actually. That's why. On Mukherjee is saying clean sweep for Golkar, but on Gorkhaland issue, my take is what's the problem if they get a separate state? I anyway believe 75 states is the way to go for India. I absolutely believe Professor Gautam Desiraju and Dikit Bhattacharya's idea. And Gorkhas do have a genuine, ask if all they are asking for is a separate state and not a separate country. And if we could break away so many separate states on the basis of language and culture, why not just another one? Especially for a people who are one of the bravest and patriotic communities in the country. In Kalimpong, the biggest celebration is not Christmas, Durga Puja, it's Independence Day. Independence Day is celebrated like the biggest festival in Darjeeling, Kalimpong. And every family has a guy in Indian Army there. तो क्या उखाड़ लेंगे उसको वेस्ट बंगाल पे जोर के रख के भाई? Here to learn is saying not the Mamta I grew up with. Yeah. Who is Kunal's opponent from BJP?
Don't remember. Okay, I have to go now. I have 9 a.m. office
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
So
Okay.
see you everybody.
Yeah.
And
See you tomorrow.
to-
Yes.
yeah, tomorrow I have a live stream at 8:30. We'll be doing analysis of phase 2.
AM or PM?
Oh, no, PM. AM I'm in office. Okay, thank
Okay.
you everybody.
Okay.
Thank you Niyajanda. Good night.
Yeah. Good night, Bhupenda. Okay. Now, चलो अब मोनोपोली शुरू करते हैं. Orchishman is saying Dikshit Bhattacharya state reorganization is a mindfucking book. Bhai, it's an insanely great idea. The different variety of priorities and potentials of different regions in a state, how will they get all prioritized by one capital in the state who has its own priorities? It cannot happen logically, not for too long. What about the police and IPS lobby? Why they are suddenly against Mamta? Are they against Mamta? I don't think they're against Mamta. भाई इतना खान पान का व्यवस्था हुआ इतना दिनों तक, वो सब छोड़ देंगे थोड़ी, अनलेस गांड में डर घुसाया है अमित शाह ने. मेरे घर से पार्थ चौधरी আছে বেকার ক্যান্ডিডেট এ রেট্রো তো ইউ তো will say everyone is বেকার ক্যান্ডিডেট. Who is Partha Chaudhary? I mean, does he have any other bio other than being a BJP guy? Sahitya is saying, I think we should make 100 states, but not on basis of language, culture, or anything like that. Just cap it population and shape it like. Yes, I think ideally states should be reorganized according to business interests that places whatever manufacturing they can do, and especially not on fucking language and religion and stuff. We need 3 or 4 Bengali states as soon as possible. Why Mamta cannot carry free and fair elections after 15 years? That is where the deep state comes in. Because she's been told that you have to stay in power anyhow. Do not give a shit about anything else. We'll handle everything else. You just stay in power and avoid cooperating with Modi. As much as I don't like to see Maharashtra broken up, smaller states make more sense. Yeah. Think, why would 4 Marathi states be a problem for Marathi culture? There would be so much inter-language competition that it would be great for that regionalist culture, or even that regionalist idea, or even that region and culture, that language itself. Competition always leads to good things. Imagine 3/4 states trying to prove how great they are and they are the real Bengalis and stuff. And those 3 states come out of West Bengal itself. This region called West Bengal progresses like this immediately then. So I don't see what's the problem with the kids' idea. Afreen Begum throughout her campaign said, Salam. Geography must be a criteria for new states. Geography that leads to a specific kind of industry, in that case, geography, yes. Marathis will never agree with this. Yes, even Bengali will not agree with this, but based on what logic? What do you think about Baranagar? Yeah, I think Shazul Ghosh is winning. Self-proclaimed doctor and oh Baba. Oh, self-proclaimed doctor মানে কি আবার? মানে PhD in some other stuff or actual medical doctor? I'm so surprised to know that non-Bengalis living in Kolkata vote for TMC. We have quite a lot of Bihari voters here. They are from the lower income group. They are blind supporters of BJP. Yes. Now, Shauli Dasgupta, I also used to believe that, but the top rungs of the non-Bengali community, who are rich as fuck, who are businessmen especially, or like owners of something, college, school, etc., they will have to be Trinamool supporters, at least on the face, at least on the outside, because otherwise they won't get any job done. At one point, they might have started believing in their own shit, and might have started loving the smell of their own farts. But what you have to remember is that a lot of chappa voting has also happened in the non-Bengali constituencies as well. So this election is the first time we will find out what do non-Bengalis actually want in West Bengal. One state, one language, one state. Uh, Self-proclaimed medical doctor who doesn't practice and probably is a compounder. Oh, maba. Question on a different topic. Do you listen to techno music? Not much, and therefore I'm very annoyed with Aditya Dhar for keeping the Mayor 2 track in both the Dhurandhar 2 EP as well as the main album. I absolutely dislike that song from the bottom of my heart, and every time I put it on a playlist and I'm going somewhere, etc., I have to again take out my phone and skip that song. Oh, I do not like that genre, but I do not hate that genre all that much. I mean, like if I did not take out my phone and skip the Mayor 2 song, it's not like I would be very annoyed and stuff. It's just why this song. But there are some genres I genuinely dislike for some reason. I don't know, Latin American music especially, and pure folk in its purest form. I dislike every folk of every region in the entire world except Irish folk, i.e. Celtic music. That's the only folk I like in its purest form. Otherwise, if you fuse folk with any other genre, then I like it. But Latin American music, I absolutely dislike. Have you listened to Ridviz? He's a rapper, right? I think I listened to one song of his because of my lawyer. দাদা সঞ্জিত সানলের বাই ইলেকশনস এর থ্রু আসার কত চান্স আছে? I don't think anymore, because I heard from some unconfirmed sources that it was going to happen. Like he probably was going to become the candidate and stuff. At some point, something happened, and he probably then did not do it anymore, or probably BJP decided let's not do this anymore. That's what I heard from some people. It can be absolutely unconfirmed stuff. I did not talk to him about this. So, and anytime I have asked him about this, that sir, are you really contesting? He keeps saying that yes, I also have heard those rumors. So I don't know if he's being truthful or cheeky. But from other sources, I heard that yes, there was a chance of that, and then it didn't happen. So if there was a chance and then it didn't happen, then it means it's not going to happen anymore, probably. But might be a Brahmastra, might be a last rabbit out of the box. But I would be very surprised, because there are other things in store for him as well. Significant central national positions. How should I approach the idea of an Indian capitalist party? I'm actually studying engineering and actually want to work in engineering industry. And side by side, I want to work on this idea. Okay, good question, Punopriya. Remember, when you are creating a political party, you have to think of it like a social scientist and not like an engineering guy. Okay, understand society and stuff first and foremost. Read up a lot of sociology, and then talk to people, convince a few people to join you in a few maybe rallies, or go to a few political seminars, ask the questions, become popular through reels for asking cool tough questions to people in power. And I hope BJP will not kill you and after they come to power for asking why are you giving so much freebies, unlike Trinamool right now. So do that stuff, become popular, have a gathering of your own, then start to look funding, uh, do more campaigns and stuff. Only then it can happen. And I'm not I'm touching that idea with a 10-foot pole, because there's just too much blood money floating around in this ecosystem. Did you hear about the blasphemy law in Punjab? I saw Kushal make a video on this, but I have not seen it, and I did not research anything on this. Can Modi implement president rule if BJP loses these elections? We are practically in an unsaid president's rule right now already. प्रेसिडेंस रूल में इससे बढ़कर क्या और एक्स्ट्रा हो जाएगा? वैसे भी सेंट्रल फोर्सेस 60 डेज तक रहने वाली है, तो दैट्स काइंड ऑफ प्रेसिडेंस रूल एनीवे। ডোমেস্টিক পেটি পলিটিক্স ছাড়া একটা কিউরিয়াসিটি থেকে জিজ্ঞেস করছি, দ্য মণিপুর ইস্যু বিকজ অফ কিজ দ্য প্রজেক্ট কুকি ল্যান্ড ফর ক্রাইস্ট, apparently the movement is supported by rabbi. Yes, I am. Israelis India bhai bhai narrative বন্ধ হচ্ছে না কেন? Because broadly we are bhai bhais, but the reason that Israel is doing that is not because they hate India. The reason they are doing it is because they do not want anyone to become a significant player, power who can have a say in anything. They want the final say in everything, and it's absolutely right for them to think that way. We just have to tackle this, fight this, be friends where possible on the issues possible, and then hope to be that country as well who is the only powerful guy and does not let anyone else be powerful. So the solution for the Northeast situation is something that cannot be done. Northeast will keep burning forever and after. CM candidate কে হতে পারে বিজেপি থেকে? I'm hearing someone from Ramakrishna Mission. No, I think Shubhendu, 95% chance. If not Shubhendu, then some surprise candidate like Rekha Patru or Abhaya's mom, and Shubhendu is deputy CM. I'm neither a believer nor a Bengali, but I'm praying for BJP. Any alternate idea or advice you might want to give so that we can make people actually understand that capitalism is not bad for them, and it will. The only other idea I know is what I'm doing myself. I'm speaking about it through YouTube. Kolkata girls are saying rabid stuff on Facebook about BJP. Yeah. And they will keep saying it. Their voices will get louder after BJP comes to power. But at that point, we will have to simply point out to them that, yes, it's great you are criticizing power, you are questioning power and stuff. But remember that you are being able to do this against BJP. Your intellectual ancestors were able to do this against Buddhadev Bhattacharya. Your intellectual ancestors were not able to fuck with Mamta. They were not able to fuck with Jyoti Basu. So be fucking grateful for the position of being able to ask questions to BJP or having asked questions to Buddhadev Bhattacharya. Ask questions, be rabid. But remember that you are allowed to be rabid. You are being allowed to be rabid. The other two were not allowing anybody to be rabid. Just remember that. That's all I ask of them. That's the one thing I'm sure about. Cookies are apparently Jews, but they don't have any Jewish ancestry. Yeah. Crazy shit. All votings have been done peacefully until now, unlike previous times. Yeah, but I fear TMC goons will do something on the day of counting. Yes, and they will try to, at least they want to. But on that day also, those riot vans will go about their homes. To be honest, BJP master stroke kind of work in my neighborhood. People believe that TMC are anti-women for stand against women reservation. Holy shit. Which neighborhood is this? Nice. Shomotonu, please keep repeating the questions, okay? Because too many good questions and points are going on coming, and I do not want to go on scrolling for 5-10 minutes. Bengali girl, Slevin. Congratulations. Where is Shomotonu's question? What Milton Friedman would have suggested for West Bengal in 2026? What I suggested to BJP in their manifesto committee meeting, except the Raj Bhavan and Writers Building, declare the entire state as SEZ. And no reservations, obviously. No state funding for anything. কি মনে হচ্ছে কে আসবে? আমার মনে হচ্ছে I think TMC will win, but I think they will barely win, so they won't be able to stay in power for 5 years. I pray to God to meet a nationalist the dream. But everywhere else, they are like that only. Everywhere else, nationalist pro-Hindu, beautiful girls are in hordes. See, Retroave. Everywhere, beauty is subjective. Everywhere, what we consider beautiful, good-looking, etc., is whoever has the closest proximity to power. The elite are considered beautiful because they are successful. We intuitively, inherently believe that whatever they are doing is right because that's leading to their success and stuff. So, therefore, you'll see right-wingers say that, right-wingers, left-wingers, everyone says that why are all good-looking women in Bengal such hardcore nut job leftists, etc. Because leftism is the power elite of the state. And everywhere else you'll see, in most BJP-run states, etc., who are firmly BJP, who have been voting for BJP for at least 10 years at this point, you'll see the most good-looking girls are all right-wingers, power elite. And again, you'll go to Tamil Nadu, Kerala, वहां पे फिर देखोगे कि the anti BJP girls are the most good looking according to your eyes, because that's how flawed the human brain is. What could be the future plans for Siliguri? Oh my god, Siliguri is going to become Kolkata in 2 years. I saw a political analyst on. I mean, I'm saying that because Kolkata is still more developed than Siliguri. I saw a political analyst on FB write Stalin and Hitler right winger, and these people get to go. Anmandal, are you talking about a woman, a Bengali woman who said that, or a right wing Bengali woman who said that, or are you talking about a commie? Because I know a right wing Bengali woman who also wrote that, and she came on my podcast as well long time back, and she's from the Hindutva socialist faction, so yes, they believe in this crazy shit. We can't deal with it. Aditya is saying, "Are ask questions in English. I'll have to translate again." দাদা, আমাদের দক্ষিণপন্থী বুদ্ধিজীবীর সংখ্যা বাড়াতে হবে অর্থশাস্ত্রের দিক দিয়ে, এছাড়া বাংলার অর্থনৈতিক ভবিষ্যৎ বামপন্থী ভাবধারাতেই পন্থী রয়ে যাবে। Absolutely. No, upper portion for Metis, lower portion is for cookies. I don't agree with dividing Manipur. It will be unfair to Metis who are stuck in the valley without access to the hills. Bardhaman. Future plans for Bardhaman, huge development in the agricultural sector. If that percolates and trickles down in other ways of development, then yes. Because first of all, for agriculture, for great infra, storage, etc., for that you'll need much better roads than they are right now. Doesn't Modi know for... I would like to not answer that question for a different reason. If you get my hint from a different answer 2 hours back. Do you think if BJP comes to power, then Dev will join BJP and finally get his master? Yes. Yes. বর্ধমানের সবাই জমি বেচে কলকাতা চলে। Of course there will be BJP, yeah. Any plans for Durgapur, Asansol, Kharagpur? I don't exactly know what further can be done other than like better roads and better flyovers and stuff. Are Bengali baddies voting for BJP? No. Power elite is leftist. Abhishek is saying, sleep bro, got a vote early. I have not slept properly in about a month now, and in the last 1 week, the only job I was able to execute was finish a mix for a band, finish another mix for an NRI Bengali vocalist. Mixes which I had completed a month back, they had some little updates to do, and my documentary dubbing, because I am not being able to concentrate on anything. You can call it my weakness or flaw, but I cannot focus on anything other than 4th May. So I have practically crippling anxiety. I am having a tough fucking time staying sober. Only when I'm not sober, I'm able to think of something else, because I am not being able to enjoy any movie, Netflix, anything, or a great philosophy lecture video from Unsolicited Advice or Alex O'Connor, because the only thing that's going on in my mind is what's going to happen to my, not me directly, because I don't have fear of physical harm and stuff, but what will happen to me if a lot of legal battles come up, and how much my parents are going to be in shambles and in economic shambles because of that. That's the only thing I'm bothered about. I can't be bothered about anything else. And it's been a very, very hard time concentrating on music, because I am working on a new song with Krishanu already. One of our viewers, I think DS, had recommended do a Kali Kirtan song, and Krishanu really liked that idea and has come up with a phenomenal Kali Kirtan composition, and with his own melody and lyrics. So we have started work on that. Finger Kanda in Bhavanipur, you're hearing something is cooking. Yes. Either Shuvendu was making a fuss about that because he wants election commission to find out and do something as quickly as possible, or because he wants to give a signal to Trinamool that, hey, I found out about your ploy, or he has maybe some fear about Bhavanipur, because usual politicians do this, that when they know they are losing, they start complaining about the elections beforehand as well, like Mitali Bagh. But I personally do not believe Shumendu will lose, but I'm not getting the logic behind Finger Kando fully. So I have these 3 options in mind. কি মনে হয় ফিউচারে আরো বেশি ফ্রি ভয়েস যারা ইকোনমিক পিওভি থেকে ক্যাপিটালিজমে বিশ্বাসী তারা বেশি মিডিয়াতে অ্যাপিয়ার হওয়ার সুযোগ পাবে? Aditya Prasad, the okay, Aditya Prasad is asking, ইংলিশে জিজ্ঞেস করতে বললাম ও বাংলাতে ইংলিশ লিখলো, এই ইংলিশে বাংলা লিখলো। He's asking, will pro market voices get a bigger say in mainstream media and stuff? Whoever is an anti BJP voice will keep getting propped up every now and then. Right now, all the anti BJP voices are hardcore commies. When a time comes that the only guys anti BJP are economic right wingers and stuff, then they will also be propped up by the deep state. So some will come from that lobby, and some will come simply out of the frustration lobby inside BJP ecosystem, and hopefully from Bengal with some people I academic man are able to gather. So my hopes are more from what Bengal can contribute to this. Seven is saying you need to keep tabs on corruption of BJP too. They deliver the goods too slow and are corrupt as well. So hopefully you guys will have problem of corruption in work soon than no work. Yeah. How much and to whom? What are you talking about? With Prasad is a Bengali last name too. Yes. And especially it's a very common middle name as well. Oh shit! I forgot to talk about this. Why is the video called Last Night in Kolkata? Lol. I kept thinking I would say this in the beginning. What the fuck? The reason it's called Last Night, the reason it is the last night of West Bengal as we know it and Kolkata as we know it today, is because tomorrow onwards, we are going to be heading towards becoming either Kabul or Hyderabad, Mumbai. It's not going to remain Kolkata anymore after tomorrow. That if TMC wins again, should we buy Second Amendment US stuff? You should buy. Who's going to let you? You should be in favor of it, of course. सलवाजुदुम भाई कितना बढ़िया आइडिया था। नंदिनी सुंदर ने जाके 2011 में सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाके वो केस जीत लिया, सलवाजुदुम बंद कर दिया। 2013 में वो 27 कांग्रेस नेताओं का मैसेकर हो गया, जो लोग सलवाजुदुम करवा रहे थे। I've heard from prominent people that BJP might lose Bhawanipur, so I'm not so surprised. Right. Yeah. Just 3-4 days back, I was just spitballing and riffing with a friend, and I was thinking that Bhawanipur might be gifted to Trinamool or Mamta so that she works as the controlled opposition voice. And since Shubhendu has Nandigram anyway, so Bhawanipur might all be just for a show. But if it is not that, if it's up to people, then yes. But this is the problem with Bengal. People's votes do not matter 100%. They matter a lot. They do not matter 100%. Why everyone saying BJP already won? Because they got the vibe out of the fairest and freest election West Bengal has ever had in its history. CPIM will be in power if Salim meets board meeting. Bhawanipur is sacked. Okay, maybe, hopefully. So then looks like BJP is not coming. Well, if not today, they are coming in power within the next 1 or 2 years. 5 years is not going to be completed by this government. Unless, miraculously, by some shenanigans of the deep state, Mamta reaches 160, 170. Yes. Then it's done. Can people like Dipshita be able to revive CPM and urban nationalism in Bengal? 100%. And especially if all BJP has to counter them is urban Dehati Hindutva socialist stuff. Okay? Whether it's Pushpak Bhiman in Rigveda, Mahabharata, or communism is nicer if we call it with some Sanskrit name, or your mind is too colonized, so I won't debate you, or I'll beat you up because you are a Bangal who came from Bangladesh and liked Muslims. All of those bogus arguments are not going to work for people like that, and they're going to have a gala time making a fool out of these people, and they will very, very easily convince the next generation, as they have already, in becoming their foot soldiers. Did you follow? No. That one I haven't watched as of now. I'll watch it after this live stream. Padmata Joshi was telling Kushal her maid is Bangladeshi. Yeah, I saw that live stream. Isn't Dipshita BBK as well? Yes, absolutely. Shopon Dadui Varsha. Yes. If Shopon Dasgupta doesn't let us have a little fun, then there's no hope with this. But uh, he genuinely is our guy, so I do have hopes from him. If BJP wins, what do you think stays as the principal opposition in few years? TMC or CPM? TMC. In the next 5 years at least. Since CPM has this loony ideology, but TMC is the current deep state choice, yes. Look, deep state choice will change like this. Shravan Dasgupta for CM. ना नहीं करेंगे वो वैसे देखो वो सीएम बनने से कुछ नहीं होता है कोई भी सीएम हो वेस्ट बंगाल में ही इज गोइंग टू बी अ पपेट सीएम एंड इट्स प्रॉब्ली फॉर द बेस्ट एंड लाइक सी दिस इलेक्शन इट्स बीइंग रन बाय बहिरागत देन इट्स अ गुड थिंग नॉन बहिरागत ने क्या उखाड़ लिया Mamta seems very thin. Is she healthy? Amit Shah also seems very thin. They are both dieting because they want to have a long life. If TMC comes, don't think BJP will ever come again. No, if TMC comes with more than 160, then BJP will not come. If TMC comes with 150, then no problem. Shubhendu for CM, strong control and ground knowledge. Yes. Kolkata jitbe naki khub? I think yes. Shubhendu will be CM. Shravan Dasgupta for education minister. I think yes. Education, culture and stuff. It does not matter what ministry he has. It matters how much say he is able to achieve. I just think he might be able to achieve it. Will we see a mass arrest drive after 4th? No. If Trinamool wins, yes. If BJP wins, yeah. Even if BJP wins for a while, yes. Your memory video reminds me of my childhood when I first visited Fulbari. Oh. State will be run by Amit Shah. Amit Shah is not risking anything anymore with Bengal. If Bhaji Pao come to power, CM will be Shamik. No. 2 month বেকার ভাতা পেলাম 6টা বিয়ার per month খেলাম is there any possibility to stop deep state from influencing the election? No. If that was possible, they would not be deep state. They would be shit state or stupid state, idiot state. They are deep in the background. So you don't even know who to counter, who to do shenanigans with, who to fuck with, who to destroy. Isn't political power the only thing separating TMC from CPM? Absolutely, yes. I don't see how both will be accommodated future in. Yes. See, CPM has ideological basis for existence, and they might also become the deep state choice. But TMC, even if they do not have an ideological magnetism, they are the deep state choice, and simply for that reason, they will exist. Will BJP start caste politics in Bengal or someone else? That will probably depend on the breakdown of the demographics which vote for them. Okay, if they see that majority of the reason for them coming to power was SC/STs, then yes. And especially 2031 onwards, if they see again that they are going to have tough times in winning and stuff, then yes, full on caste politics again. Is there any possibility to stop? No. I can't think anybody else other than Shubhendu because he's actually has a mass appeal now. Yes. Is there any dark times? Yes, of course. Astrological reasons. Wait. Holy shit. Shaik is giving astrological reasons. Let's see. What did he say? What was Shaik's prediction? Dark times ahead. Oh, yeah. I have promised sweets to the friends of mine if BJP. Pawan Dadu is too civilized to be honest for Bengal. 5 years will not be completed by either party. Holy God. If BJP comes to power and doesn't stay in power for 5 years, then it's very shitty. Will we see reporting of the eternal Bengali problems exponentially by left after BJP wins? Be a little more specific if you can here to learn. Because I'm a little sleepy now and my mind is not fully working. Will we see reporting of the eternal Bengali problems? Which eternal Bengali problems? Like gastric and ulcer and stuff? Or like not getting central funds? Yeah, that will happen if Shubhendu is a CM and in 29 Rahul becomes a PM. or in 34. Also, with the current nature of BJP manifesto, all of this Anudan, how sharp will be the aggressive capitalism needed to quickly spring? Not at all. There's going to be no capitalism at all. Just a bunch of controlled investment, some infra development, some factory here and there. There's going to be no capitalism at all. There's just going to be effective socialism. What are your predictions? I believe TMC around 150 or 140, and they also buy up a bunch of BJP guys, or BJP is near about 100, 110. They also buy up stuff. But now who's going to buy up more people? That I have no predictions about. Because let's ultimately BJP has one extra weapon other than buying MLAs is EDCBI and stuff. अमित काका के होते हुए बीजेपी जीतने के बाद West Bengal is highest in child marriage, caste exists, many gender issues, etc. will be blamed on BJP. Yes. Just like right now, everything that's happening in Odisha and Bihar and UP is the creation of BJP all of a sudden. Meanwhile, all the good things going on in BJP was the credit of Congress. So ye sab chutiapa cannot be countered by people who say you have a colonized mind, so fuck off. It has to be countered by us. I'm right now 70% successful in convincing my baddie to baddie FBF. FBF का मतलब क्या होता है? Friends benefits friends. I don't know. To vote for BJP. Feminist gulo overtime korche. Yes. The only hope for BJP I see is from commies. The commies are absolutely, I think, sure BJP is coming, because the only counter they are doing is for BJP. They are way more hopeful for BJP than I am. Some people say that if TMC loses, then TMC will become like AAP. Do you agree with this? What do you mean by becoming like AAP? Will West Bengal cities become as developed as San Francisco or Shanghai in my lifetime? If yes, then how long will it take? Look, it can look like Shanghai and California, but California, Shanghai's GDP, that we are not doing. We can't do. California's GDP is bigger than India's. So West Bengal's GDP is not going to be bigger than India's anytime soon. So in that sense, we are not becoming California and stuff. And two more things why we are not going to be able to do that is because, after all, we are doing socialism. After all, me and Bhupenda, we are all mollycoddling, whitewashing socialism when we are talking in favorably for BJP. And in the end, socialism cannot create a Shanghai or California. It cannot. And therefore, since for the foreseeable future, we are only going to do socialism, for the foreseeable future, we are not going to be anything remotely resembling California. And secondly, we have a lot of baggage of a whole lot of communities. Other than general caste Hindu men, everyone is being treated with soft bigotry of low expectations. And the soft bigotry of low expectations is going on increasing. The appeasement that BJP does of different communities is as much an appeasement that Congress CPM does for Muslims. So the only reason you might support BJP's appeasement of these communities is that, yes, after all, they are Hindu, and therefore the appeasement is good. But notice that the appeasement of Muslims done by Congress CPM has not helped the progress of Muslims. And it's not just because of what's written in the Quran. It's because of socialism. It's because of mollycoddling. It's because of soft bigotry of low expectations. So real progress of these communities is not going to happen. So they're going to go on being baggages and anchors in the legs of India's potential to be something great. So nothing significantly, fascinatingly great is going to happen to India in our lifetimes, unless we stop the soft bigotry of low expectations and socialism. And that cannot happen in a democracy like India. So If you are hopeful for Shanghai and California, go to Shanghai and California or go to sleep. It's not happening. Make your peace with it and just work like a squirrel to contribute to whatever degree you can to drive the conversation, to nudge the conversation towards a more free market society which does not do soft bigotry of low expectations. That's all. We're not getting anything better than that. Do you think this is BJP appeasement? Will this BJP appeasement will make them into Congress eventually? Ultimately, not fully Congress because Congress has too much of deep state influence. BJP has a little less of a deep state influence, and right now they have pissed off the entire deep state already. So not fully, but yeah, mostly. Rakesh is saying if TMC, if TMC will get 150, 160, then who will? Who will align with TMC to make TMC strong government for the next 5 years? No one will have to align. They'll buy 30 BJP MLAs or simply threaten them. Not 150. If they go to 160, 170, then with 150 Trinamool, they'll lose 30 MLAs. They be saying Finance Minister Dr. Lahiri. Job, Baba. Deb. Dr. Lahiri is Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog. Are you saying he's going to quit that job? Are you saying he's going to do both jobs? Going to do back and forth Kolkata and Delhi? No. It's done. Ashok Lahiri is not becoming Finance Minister anymore. What is the general opinion of the common people of Bengal on delimitation? Nobody knows how to even spell delimitation. And how does it compare to Maharashtra, where it is highly opposed despite BJP rule? No one cares. A lot of things do not apply to Bengal simply because of how retarded the people are and how uneducated the people are and how less integrated with the rest of the country's discourse West Bengal's people are. How irrelevant the country's interests are to a majority of West Bengal's people. Like the UGC factor. A viewer of mine was saying that why didn't you bring up the UGC issue with some BJP guy I was interviewing? So I said it's not a factor in West Bengal. He said, who told you it's not a factor? Maybe it's a factor for him. Have you heard any even fucking commie utter the word UGC? Huh? UGC is not a fucking factor in West Bengal because people don't know what's happening. So in the same way, other than commies who follow a bunch of Dravidian commies, no one knows what's happening with delimitation. Why is Raga doing whatever he is doing, considering... I believe he's paying the dues of not going to jail in the National Herald case. What's your take on the TCS case? Take or kya ho? Weird as fuck. Crazy. Can gender politics be the new caste politics of Gen Z? Both are the politics of Gen Z already. It's pure intersectionalism. Anurag Muskaner interview gulo dekhecho, coffee house er puro opinion BJP. I don't know who Anurag Muskan is. Anyways, bye, good night. Yes, good night. What the fuck is even delimitation and how does that factor for retards like me? Yeah, nobody gave any shit to UGC here. Yes. Should we watch exit poll tomorrow? Absolutely not. No one's going to say the truth to exit polls. Shreyan is saying, I don't get why are some left lunatics opposing the BJP like you aren't going anywhere with the TMC around, only with BJP's overtly niceness. They can get some breathing space to do stuff on ground. Yes, but the thing with that nicety is that they will never admit it, which is why the moment Buddhadev Bhattacharya did something fascinating for the state, in those 10 years, you had the best of music, best of fascinating new styles of music. Fossils on the all of them came about. And that's when the biggest CPM anti-Buddhadev Bhattacharya discourse also took shape. So Rupam Islam wrote a bicycle against bicycle chore, criticizing Bengali society, comparing, describing Bengali society like that. Under who? Under Buddhadev Bhattacharya. And it definitely declined under Mamta. He's not writing bicycle chore today. His wife is posting that, even though I'm not a fan of Trinamool, I must admit what a great leader she is, etc. on the day when the massacre of BJP supporters are happening in 2021. Okay? So, many other musicians, artists and stuff. I mean, I'm not even talking about the post or the Shingun movement. After that, all the intellectuals coming in, even not that. Like the casual anti-establishment stuff that artists like to do. All of that started after Buddhadev Bhattacharya came to power. Jyoti Basu के time पे कोई कुछ नहीं उखाड़ पाया था. Only Nochiketa did every now and then, but again, somehow he became too big to fail. But other than that, everyone got fucked. So all of that's going to increase a lot under BJP as well if they do good economically. So just uh, control your temper, because you are going to see commies only get louder in the next 5 years if BJP wins, because that's just the nature of criticism and economics. Freedom is going to increase if economics gets better, and with that freedom, commies are going to get harsher with BJP. Are there any good-looking girls in this election candidate? I can't think of, not off the top of my head. I don't know. Kobishumon did not live in Kolkata half the time. That's why. These people think the crazy arts folk of JU live in Jadavpur and will vote for BRB, Bikash Ranjan. That part partially generates the wave. I work at JU. Tons of people have gone home in North to vote for BJP. If you are not supporting BJP and RSS, then you are leftist, left wing, or clown. Which are you, CSK? I'm a right winger, economically much farther right winger than BJP, culturally a little further right wing of BJP, and so I see BJP as a vehicle to further my personal cause, which I see as a ideas which I think are good for my country, and I see BJP as the closest vehicle to those ideas. Very far from my ideas, but still closest. That's what BJP is to me. 60% are not disclosing their vote to exist polls. Yeah, obviously. দাদা বিজেপি হলে আমাদের গগদার কি হবে? Either he'll be co-opted or his group will be co-opted. CSK, it's IT cell tweet. Don't answer that. Oh, acha. What's your view on Ashish Dar? New view on? No, I have not seen. আরে বেঙ্গল পলিটিক্স छोड़ के আশিস দার কালকে আমি ভোট দিয়ে বাড়ি ফিরতে পারবে তো? কালকে পারবে। 60 দিনের পর কি হবে তৃণমূল জিতলে সেটা ভাবো। I'm just waiting for these Bangla Pokkis abandoning Bangalitwa when BJP proudly were. But still, you are less right than me. Hey. Yes. I'm less right than, or at least on culture, than 90% of my viewers. I'm not further right wing culturally because I believe that it does not help. Even actual true right wing goals culturally do not happen just because you have very far right wing policies. Okay, so on whatever I'm saying about my stances are on policies purely, not outcomes. So on policies, what I believe will lead to nice things is just only a little right of BJP. Not culture, communal science and policy. I don't know why people consider Bangals as Bangladeshi. Who considers Bangals as Bangladeshi? Maybe some right wingers who are pissed off with Bangals for being commies and stuff. Other than that, not really right. Anybody, right? Controversial question. When the BJP comes in West Bengal, which side do you think will resonate more with Bengalis? The JSD kind or the Charvaka IIM kind? Not being bipolar, but yeah, good question. I think both will. It won't happen immediately, but by 5 years, there will be a significant Charvaka AIM kind of a lobby or base, okay? Because they will be the former commies like me who ultimately will be simply liberals and simply have read something. I mean, I'm not at all saying uneducated people are JSD voters, JSD supporters, but JSD's views are such that they can be more acceptable to a little less educated right wingers as well. So, and especially because it comes across as completely Hindutva socialist and stuff, even though he's not like that. Like I was saying just in the morning in a comment section that I agree with Jai Sai Deepak on most things, but for completely different reasons. So we arrive at the same destination and we take different routes. So initially, it's going to be complete Jai Sai Deepakification of Bengal. And by the time a lot of today's commies finally get it, then we'll have some Kushal Mehra IIM type stuff. What measures are you taking for safety? I can't say that because never let the enemy know how you're preparing. CPM supporters in Bengal who voted for left to stay in power for 34 years, they don't know what is CPM. A lot of them, yes. অজিত ভারতী আজকাল আরএসএস কে বেশ তুচ্ছে, হ্যাঁ বহুদিন ধরেই, খুব মজা পাচ্ছি। Savarkarite movement. Savarkarite movement is not a movement, remember. Movement by definition should mean that it sustains for a while. Savarkarite movement was a Savarkar fan club, and I would like to be a part of that fan club myself, but objectively speaking, it was not a movement. Movement was RSS. Why is Raga doing everything when he's doing consider? I answered it a while back. I think it has something to do with him not going to jail for National Herald. I honestly feel the way things are, the BJP is getting so big with all the influx, it will split. It will split, forming both treasury and opposition like the Congress did at some point with. Hopefully, let's see. আমি তো অজিত ব্রোকে দেখছি আর মজা পাচ্ছি। 27 lakh under adjudication voters will be added to create the BJP government in West Bengal by. I don't see how. Just wanted to ask. I have not seen whole stream. What's your predictions for West Bengal elections? I think Trinamool will scrape through in the majority, and then maybe buy a few MLAs for now, but they won't make a significant headway, and therefore won't be in power for more than maybe 7-8 months. After that, BJP will buy up more MLAs and stuff, and then form government a few months later. I'll make sure it happens. I'll make sure AI does it for me. Okay then, guys, let's go to sleep now. Who are part of deep state? If I knew that, then I would be part of the deep state. Okay, yeah, I'm genuinely sleepy now. Chalo, let's see what happens tomorrow. See you guys. Today is the last night again. Remember, today is the last night of Kolkata as we know it. Tomorrow onwards, we'll be on our way to becoming either Kabul or Mumbai. Okay? Bye-bye, guys. Good night.
যদি সবাই ফিরে যায়, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা সবাই ফিরে যায়, যদি গহন পথে যাওয়ার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায়, তবে পথের কাটা তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে, তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি আলো না ধরে, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা আলো না ধরে, যদি ঝড় বাদলে আধার রাতে দুয়ার দেয় ঘরে, তবে বজ্রানলে আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা চলো রে, আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা চলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে, তবে একলা চলো রে। একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো।